How's everyone doing? Let me change my audio real quick because I want the echo cancellation on. Otherwise, I think we're good. Okay. Happy New Year's, everyone. By the way, I know I totally said it last stream, but I was technically December, so really, Happy New Year to everybody. This is kind of cool. Um, yeah, it's lots stuff to do. One quick announcement before we get started with a bunch of stuff. First of all, where's my Hold on. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to guys put stream memes. We'll keep doing that from like last week or a couple weeks ago. I forget how long it's been since I did that. Since I did that, three times the charm. Okay, so going forward, I want to keep these streams a little shorter than they normally are. We've done like 3.5 hours plus, and that's a little much. So I think I want to have 2 hour streams going forward. Basically, instead of doing episode reviews or anime reviews in the stream, I'll do a quick 10-minute summary and a separate video that I'll publish at a different time. At this point, things take too long to get through, especially when we're doing like 3 episodes at a time. So the goal going forward is to do the episode, Janitary Code, and that's probably it. Now, if it's like 2 episodes, maybe I can sneak something in there. But if we're doing 3, I definitely can't do an anime review because these things go on way too long. So I want to see if we can do 2 hours and cut off after that and see how it goes. That's like that's the first major announcement I wanted to mention. Actually, that's really the only announcement I wanted to say. Obviously, besides Happy New Year. So yeah, that's kind of like the plan going forward. So I'll give you guys a couple of minutes if you want to write some comments, and we'll have some I guess fun discussions. But until then, and then we'll go over episode 9 through 11, which is the Chinese Federation part of R2. That's when they're on Hori Island, I believe it's called, and they get involved with China, the wedding, all that fun stuff. What was I going to say? So I'm working on the kill count video. This is kind of a off topic thing, but I wanted to ask. I'm not sure who mentioned it, but apparently, what was it? I'll show you guys what I'm talking about in a second here. So there's a part in, I believe it was it 7 or 8? No, it was definitely not 7. It was definitely 7, I mean. There's a part in episode 7 where they sink a bunch of ships, and we all concluded that was going to be part of the amount of people that died. We're going to count it. But I don't remember exactly. Hold on, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Are the boats even listed here? The whole Britannia Navy. We were saying that they all were killed in the ship or in the battle, but I don't know how we decided to count it. So I'm wondering if we can just quickly circle back on that. I really don't remember what we concluded on that. Let's see. Real quick, while I wait for people to hop in here. Okay, I'm going to go share my screen. Should have done it anyways. Okay, now I'm going to go to share screen. Yep, and you should see my face like this. Okay. All right. So these ships, right. Now, what is the capacity of these things? So there's carrier battleships, destroyer ships, and landing crafts. Okay. That wasn't it. Wow. Was this it? I think it was this. All right. I think this was the destroyers. I think that's what they were, right? Let's go back to the first picture. I think these are destroyers, just looking at the picture. Let's see. Yeah, they're destroyers. So it looks like you have a captain, a first mate, a few hundred sailors, and a few dozen marines. So we're looking at over 100 per ship. If there was like 7 or 8 of them, I'm guessing that, I don't know, 56 were killed. No, 56. Jeez, like 800 people died. Yeesh. That was pretty brutal. Okay, so I guess I'll keep that in mind for the video. And by the way, I'm almost done with that. By the way, I should say that again. I'm almost done with the counting part of that. I'm not actually started at putting stuff together, but that's the hardest part. counting up all the amount of characters, or yeah, characters that died in each of these scenes is painful. I'm almost there. When that is done, then I'm actually going to put it all together into a nice compilation video. I also plan on doing like the characters and tallying up how many people were killed by different characters, so you can get a better sense of like the actual scale. Like, Schneisel's going to have like millions of people on his death or his hands, and Lush will have plenty. Obviously, Nina. Well, that's debatable. I'm going to go with in my interpretation where you actually have to pull the trigger to be counted as, to be considered responsible for the death. So, like Suzaku killed 35 million people in the Tokyo settlement, and Schneisel killed, I believe, what was it, over 100 million people in where is it? I keep forgetting it. In Pendragon, I believe he killed. Yeah, I think it was like how many? Like it tells you right here. You can go to Pendragon, the capital, and it should tell you how many. Here, I'm an idiot. So it's that's the population, 540 million people. So Schneider killed 540 million people, I believe, which is pretty crazy, honestly. It's actually very, very crazy. They killed, I believe it was 540 million people. I'm not even sure where the wiki gets that number from. So, I don't know. Like, just population of, like, I guess all of Britannia is, like, almost a billion. But Pendragon has 540 million, which is pretty crazy. So I've been, like, doing all the calculations for that stuff. Okay. All right, cool. Thank you for. I'm gonna actually write this down. I legitimately was like, "Oh, what was it again?" I forgot. We calculated this stuff, and I'm an idiot, so I forgot about it. It's 30 destroyers, 3,900 dead. Okay, but wait, there's 300. Wait, hold on. We were just looking at that. Oh, I don't know. Wait, hold on. But it says here the battle cruiser has several hundred sail. Oh, several hundred. So I guess it would be 300 then. Okay. Damn. Well, here it says here, Kurugi mobilized a naval battle group of 32 ships to entrap Lelouch's Black Knight's Ikaruga, using a carrier battleship as his flagship, as well as the Lancelot Conquista. Wait. When was this? Hold on. I think this is wrong. So it says that later that year, Suzaku used it. I thought it was the submarine. I didn't think it was the his insurance battle. His ship is damaged when the water beneath his bubble method. Yeah, it wasn't the Ikaruga. They didn't have it back then. That was the submarine. They didn't get the Ikaruga until episode 10. So that's wrong. Someone should fix that. But more importantly, he said 30. It says here 32 ships. So now we're talking like So now we're talking a lot more. If you have 300 times 32, you're looking at 9,000, over 9,000. It's over 9. Oh, I'm not doing it. It was coming though. So damn. So it was 32 ships that were, wow, damn. Okay. Well, there you go. Lelouch killed a lot of people in that seemingly uneventful, or I don't know, a casual way, where he's like, I'm going to join the special military zone of Japan. You just killed like over 9,000 people. And you're right. There's nothing wrong. Come with us. Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's not good. Okay, let's go through the comments and then we'll get started. I was waiting for you guys to come in before we begin. Okay, we finally arrived at the one episode where Odysseus is relevant to the plot, and he's only relevant because Schneizel. Odysseus' lack of ambition and effort is one of my favorite recurring jokes. Yeah, Odysseus is funny. He's like, what, 32 years old? So he's one of the older members of the family, but he's a joke compared to everyone else. He also apparently doesn't understand his siblings either, which is kind of funny. What's up, Neozic? Happy New Year's, guys. Can't believe it's 2022. I remember when 2020 happened, that was kind of crazy. You're like the first two numbers, second two were the same. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Now it's 2022. It's almost like because of what happened with the pandemic that that one year just kind of like it was just erased from our lives. It's kind of sad. But 2022 is here, and it's gonna be a good year as long as we work towards that, I guess. Episode 10 is when Colin starts being sidelined. Most of the rest of the series, Colin is more of a side character, which is too bad. She's one of the best characters in R1. Yes. Well, you can argue Colin's been sidelined since the beginning of the show because many of her arcs and themes and whatever you want to call it were kind of ignored anyhow. But you're right. Because the show, here's what I'll say about these episodes, right? I think they're fun and interesting, and they do a good job with the world building. But some of the writing is, I don't want to say bad, but it's so contrived because the creators fudged up, essentially. They made Colin's nightmare frame, the Gurren flight enabled version, too powerful, and they couldn't think of a way to get her, I guess, off the battlefield or make it fair again. What the hell that means. So they had to make a new nightmare called the Shenhu, and they had to make Lelouch do something really stupid to piss off Shinkai to use the Shenhu to get Colin captured and get her off the show for the next, 8 episodes? Because they couldn't think of a way, well, technically 7, because she joins in episode 8. But she couldn't join in the battles to help out the Black Knights. Basically, Colin was so OP, the story had to find a contrived way to get her off for like several episodes. That's what's so frustrating about this whole situation. It's like they couldn't, they purposely rolled themselves into a corner and they couldn't get out of it. So they chose a really cheap and stupid way to do so, which is kind of frustrating because, again, why would you take Colin and C2 for some extent and sideline them? I don't know. It's questionable stuff, to say the least. Started off the new year with what if question. What if Jeremiah found Lelouch was still alive in the beginning of R1 and learning and had him learning Lelouch go against Britannia, how to fight the story? If Jeremiah knew Lelouch was still alive, I don't know. Well, first question, when does he find out? Does he find out the same time? Like, is it like the start of the show? Because Jeremiah is dead. Well, he's dead by stage 10. Well, yeah, stage 10. That's when Colin destroys his nightmare frame. So he's out by stage 10. I guess what would probably happen is he would, assuming this takes place before Narita, he probably would just join up with him, I imagine. How would it affect the story? Well, it depends. Would the Black Knights be a lot better with Jeremiah? More importantly, would the Black Knights even have Jeremiah would they allow him to join? They allow D-Tard, so maybe? That'd be kind of a cool alternate history story. You have you got Jeremiah as part of the Black Knights. I guess Valletta would join too, because she likes Jeremiah. Although she's a pure blood, but still, I think she likes, not like romantically likes Jeremiah, but she looks up to him. I don't know. It'd be kind of interesting. I guess Jeremiah and Valletta would join the Black Knights, and Shirley would never shoot Valletta. She would never go after Lelouch, and then things might be better. That'd be kind of interesting. It'd be a definitely different story because Valletta's a key part of. Okay, that's not true. She's a key part for one part of the narrative, but after that, she kind of becomes irrelevant. She marries Ogie, though. You got that, right? I don't know what to tell you. Happy New Year's to you too, man. Okay, I'm glad you brought this up because this is, oh my god, this is a part of these 3 episodes that I don't know what it is. I must have forgotten about it or chose to ignore it, but this part of the episode is creepy beyond belief. See, it was totally fine. It was totally fine, and Kaguya ruined it. It's crap like that makes me hate her as a character because she, for some reason, has to interject weird romantic fetishes into these episodes. Like there's one about the harem in 7 where she's like, "Hey, we're all 3 ladies of the court," and I'm thinking, why? Nobody asked for this, Kaguya. Go piss off somewhere. She's like so frustrating. Her character's existence is like almost self-insert to throw it in there just because, hey, you never know. But to your comment though, and your point, yeah, this is extremely bizarre because it doesn't appear that Shinkai even feels that way, but Tianzi didn't either. But then Kaguya told her, like, would you want to marry him? And she's like, no, she made me a promise. Then later on when when Shinkai when they save Tianzi and the Britannians pull out from the battle, Tianzi's like, I'm so happy I'm with you. And I'm like, and then Kage's like, oh, it's love. I'm like, love? Like bromance, not bromance, sibling love, right, Kage? That's what you meant? I mean, I don't know. And then Lelouch says he wants to split up a couple. I'm like, split up a couple? You mean Tianzi and Shinkai are a couple? Oh God. Does no one else find this weird? See, at least with Minami, like everyone acknowledges the fact that it's messed up. People are really like, yeah, it's okay. Tianzi's what, 12? How old is Tianzi? Not that it freaking matters, but how old? I mean, it matters, but I'm not saying like if she was 14, it'd still be weird. How old is she? Uh, well, there it is. Was she 12? And she's 12 years old. Out of curiosity, what does the wiki say when it comes to their relationship? Just out of curiosity. Let's see. Does it mention how she feels about Shinkai? Wow, they're smart. They don't even go there. Yeah, she probably is traumatized. Is anyone even asking? Wait, what? I can't imagine her to be pregnant by Shinkai. Will we see her in the movie? What the fudge? Who wrote this and why? Oh God. Okay. Let's just ignore that. It doesn't say anything about her relationship with Shinkai, if they were in love or not. That's so creepy because it's like grooming and pedophilia in like one. It's just so weird because Shinkai never even discussed that at all. Like it's such a. After she both captured, takes Democles, execution, Lucius' death. We want no. What about? Hold on. Shinkai's actions remaining high eunuchs. Okay, Tianzi plays back control of the Federation, making them which allies. She then later becomes a general representative of the newly formed UFN. Okay, but they don't say anything about anything else. Okay, I don't know. I'll say as much. I hope it's not what I think it is, but damn. The fact that Odysseus was perfectly fine with being married to someone's youngest, yeah, is pretty messed up. This seems like a nice guy, but that's one detail makes me a creep. See, this is I'll tell you what, this is kind of messed up, but I don't see anything wrong with this because he wasn't going to do anything to her. Tianzi says that she was going to be a political prisoner. She was going to go to Britannia as a prisoner. They were not really married, okay? They basically the high eunuchs sold her out to become nobles in Britannia. They didn't really care about Tianzi, and neither did Odysseus. They were not married, okay? Odysseus was probably going to marry someone else later on, anyways. So that doesn't bother me too much because there's nothing really romantic at all. That was pure political and to get Tianzi as a Britannian captive. So as much as I like to say like that's kind of weird, yeah, I think it's fine. Happy birthday, Toto. Yes, it is Toto's birthday. I got up, I think 300 dike because of it. What's up, Gladiator King? Happy New Year, buddy. Why do they easily make Tianzi older? Like you see, this is definitely a good point. This is what bothers me. Why not make her 18 or 20? I understand the person and kids are easy to manipulate a bunch of people, but they could have just made Tianzi naive or not informed. And are we really going to act like you can't influence adults? I'm not going to go political, okay? I don't want to discuss politics too much. I because then that gets really hairy. But most people in elections, which either side you support, are easily manipulated to vote for one candidate or another over those dumbest things. So the very notion that you can't write characters who are 18 and older who get manipulated by other people is ridiculous to me. It is very common, okay? Even smart people get fooled by dumb things, all right? That was a bad way to put it. I'm sure there's a more profound expression. But you know what I'm saying? You could easily make adults who get manipulated by younger people. I mean, or even people in general. Look at all the Black Knight members, for example. Toto, how old is he? 37? He believed Lucia's garbage. I mean, not as garbage, but like some of Lucia's propaganda. And he's like 37 years old. Toto is literal proof that you can make Tianzi older. I'm not saying Toto's even an idiot. He's not an idiot, but I'm just saying he was fooled by some of Lucia's actions. Same with Ogi and other members too, right? So you have proof that you could have made Tianzi older. It's so bizarre because they're like you could have had. Here's how I would have done it, right? I would have had Tianzi and Shinkai both be around the same age when they met. Let's say 10 years old. I don't know. and now they're both 20 something in the future. That's what they should have done, and there'd be no problems here. It's like this is one of those things where it's like you can try to excuse as much as you want, but at the end of the day, these writers could do whatever they want, and they chose to go out. They chose to go in this route, this direction. That's the problem I have with that stuff. It says Archie says 940 million, and he shot the flay on them, so now they killed 940 million. Is that in the episode or is that like in the wiki? Nice, okay. Yeah, no. That's great. I think even Clovis got more to do than Odysseus. Yeah, he got 3 episodes. And he was important with the whole Code R project. Yeah, but this is like a modern, like I understand they want to go back to kind of the olden ways of doing things, but this is a modern world though. That's the problem with it. Again, if it was like back in the ancient China, like actually ancient China, I would say sure. But this is what 2000 and what 10, 6, 5. No, it's not. That's when she was born. What does Geass take place? 2008. I think it's 2008. Let me just check real quick. Stories, anime, help somebody. Okay, here we go. It tells you in the very beginning. 2010. I was right. 2010. The story takes place in 2010. Okay, I don't think it's acceptable to do that. I mean, Tianzi could be a she's a figurehead, and they said that they could replace her with other figureheads. But so what? You can do whatever you want. You don't have to follow these rules. I mean, for God's sake, we have mechs and Geass powers. Well, nightmares and Geass powers. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to be so like. It's just fun that they for accuracy, historical accuracy, they chose to stick to this thing. That's what kind of frustrates me. I like to see Colin remain as a main character alongside Lucy, Zaku, and T2. She's the only one of the 4 main characters never get to meet a big bad of the show. Yeah, it's only she doesn't matter. Well, if you count Lelouch as the big bad character of the show, then she does, but still. Well, yeah, it's a very reasonable complaint. I don't know why we have to put that in the story. It doesn't add anything. See, that's the thing. I agree. I don't think Shinkei was attracted to Tianzi. He just looked like a sibling. Exactly. In fact, they compared at one point Shinkei to Tianzi as Lelouch was to Nunnally. So that's very true. However, this is the part here. The implications are still creepy. Basically, Kaguya was implying there was some kind of possible marriage between the two of them. But Shinkei never was like, yeah, I'm into Tianzi. He was more like, I gotta keep my promise to the Empress, and take care of her and protect her. That's all he cared about. He wasn't into like any of that stuff. I thought he was in love with Xiao, what her name is, Xiao. I'll show I'm talking about character, Chinese Federation. Yeah, Zhao Shelling. I thought these two were clearly a couple. Because she's with him all the time, and she cares a lot about him. And I assume they were a couple. Unfortunately, Shinkei died, but before that happened, I thought these two were a thing because they're always together. That was I thought she was kind of like Chiba's. She was like Chiba to Toto, like what was it? So Chiba loved Toto, but Toto was never really aware of it. So I thought Xiao was the same thing when it came to Shinkei. She was in love with him. I don't think he even cared about Tianzi in that way. The show never really says it, but they kind of do, and that's what's creepy about it. Yep, pedophilia. We'll get to the initial program soon. Your actual reason why you're here. For some reason, I have been thinking a lot about Urbe's death. I have to say, you're watching it. It's so dumb. All 4 acting like idiots. Rollo especially. Urbe ultra speed. Lasting around 30 seconds, Rose doesn't fall with another attack. He just continues pushing his sword like, eventually I'll cut you instead of just doing another attacks. The Nightmare Superior. We'll never get to the episodes. That's amazing. Okay, so you make good points. One that's kind of weird is that Rollo kind of pulls out the battle after he gets stabbed in the arm with the sword. Let's see. You said because Rollo doesn't follow up with another attack, he just continues pushing his sword like, and eventually I'll cut you instead. Yeah, I guess he could have retracted his blade and hit him again. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, what should have Urbe should have detonated his nightmare frame. He should have done what like Lelouch was trying to do to Rollo against the Giga Fortress. He should have had Urbe should have like used his body to connect to Rollo and then detonate the nightmare frame or something. I'm not sure if you can even do that, but force something like that. That might have been better. Everyone else, though, I mean, I'm not sure what Lelouch and Colin could have done because Rollo moves so fast with his Geass power. I'm not sure how they could have done anything. I mean, Uribe got lucky, I guess. In Not lucky. I guess it was lucky that he got a shot on Rollo's Vincent. The five number is the population of the empire, not Pendragon. I expect that Pendragon had a population of 100 million or 150 million max. Wait, hold on. So you're saying, what is this then? See, it says your capital, Pendragon, population, 540 million first season, 960 million second season. And you're saying this is just all of Britannia in general? Interesting. Okay, well in that case, I'll have to we'll say 100 million. We'll make it up. I mean, the problem with these numbers, I have to make them up in general. But okay, I'll keep that in mind. Where's that image? Oh, you can get it on. Let's see. If you go to Genesis RE code, let's go there real quick. Genesis RE code, Twitter. Wait a minute. Oh, damn you, CBR. Sorry. I'm being like, really? Hold on. How's that possible? You know what? Why am I even surprised? Fuck CBR. Okay, that's why I thought. There's no reason why CBR should be ahead of my article, considering mine actually provides useful information. All right, I was being petty there. Now to your now to your question. All right, so you want the image? I believe it's here. If you go to Genesis Code's Twitter page, if you scroll down, see, happy birthday, Toto. But if you scroll down, you might have a chance to get it. Let's see. Almost there. What was that? Oh, the dual mode, right? Who cares? Was the Christmas event that long ago? Where the hell's the Christmas event? Wow. Wow. Nothing like a fairy tale. Wow. Where the hell is it? Here it is. Where's the... Oh. Oh. Sorry, I didn't want to have the sound on. The sound's obnoxiously loud. So they don't have it. Oh, that's really lame. Okay, well, I posted it on Reddit. I guess I can get it again if you want it. I recorded the footage, so I can always get it again. If you want it, I'll post it later. I'll make a note. I thought I had it here, but I was obviously wrong. Okay, I'll put a note. Post image of the Lelouch and C2 Christmas gift. Okay, I'll do it after the stream. Okay. Continuing on with the comments, and we'll get started. Yeah, it's nuts for sure. I think it's one of the themes of the story too. It's just that I don't think they did it well in this case. What do you do? You cannot defeat what I mean. Just stay evil or destroy evil, or do you remain steadfast, just, and righteous, even though it means surrender to evil? In my case, I guess I commit evil. She's actually 12, but still, Shinkai is like 20. Wait, Shinkai is 20? Actually, I didn't even know how old he is. I thought he was like mid 20s. Shinkai is 24. Okay, I thought so. I think he was 20 years old. Shinkai is 24, and yeah. Yeah, I saw both of those. It was this freaking CBR, man. They made these two articles on Code Geass. They were both asinine crap. So if you type it in, I'll go over these at some point. I just haven't got a chance yet. So they're like, here's what I don't understand about Code Geass. There was one article that I saw on Reddit. Was it not CBR? Huh, I don't even see it here. So yeah, they have Saku's his whole why ruins likability. Oh god, it was bad. Here's how you know it was bad, right? I'll just show you. I'll throw one point out here. They said this, right? Where is it? He fired the Flea, an act that he did against his will, that he had no intention of doing. He only brought the weapon to as a deterrent. He was never going to fire it. He was literally going to die when Colin Thrust was going to use the radiant wave surger. I guess it was like a disc she was going to throw at him. He was literally about to die, and the Geass power made him do it. So no, go to hell. No offense for the road this, but like, are you serious? Yeah, these are. Oh my god, he killed Lelouch. I'll get to that one at some point. So here they mentioned it's funny they don't mention Double O, even though I think Double O is the best mech anime to watch if you like are not into mecha. I mean, Blue Jenner, it's a nice little thing there to throw out there. Probably just to get the SEO because they don't give a damn about actually making good articles. But Double O is a good anime to watch if you're not into mecha, but you want to watch something that's mecha related. Look at this. Lelouch used the powers of the gigantic nightmare frame to carry out his mission, but it's the pilot's unstable mental state and personal gas ability to controlling when it sticks out. Unstable mental state. What the fudge? Geass protagonists make the series memorable, but that's not what it does. But not what it does to the robots. Wow, I don't think this person watched the show. I'm trying to remember what was that article where it said like how Geass was a really bad story or something. Wait, Geass was ruined by one character. Who was it? Oh god, now we're going to a bad rabbit hole here. Are you serious? Go fudge yourself. Okay, all right. I gotta calm down. But no, seriously, my god, wow. I'm like a 5-year-old right now. I'm just so mad right now. What? I can't hear how mad I am. One second. I want one more thing, then we'll get started. One more thing, since Ryan got me on this crap. Not that Ryan's crap, but CBR's. I saw this on the wiki on the Reddit page. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, that's nice art actually. I'm gonna save that. But there's a that maybe I saved it. Let's see. I might have saved it. I usually like to save all like the let's see. It was like what the fudge CBR or something. Let's see. Do. This was completely unexpected, but I thought we should. Okay, 1 second. Let me go back to it then. I thought maybe I had saved it, but it was like, oh, you know what? Here's what I guess it was very popular. I'm gonna search by popular. Let's say this month. Where is it? Are you serious? It was really popular. It was like, what the fudge, CBR? What's so annoying? You can't search for like you can't search for like anything. You can only all right, 2 more minutes and I'm gonna give up. I saw this. It was like, what the fudge, CBR? It was really funny. I mean, it wasn't funny. It was awful, but you know what I mean. It was just like you couldn't believe you actually saw this. King of the Hill. I don't even get that one, but it's kind of funny though. Where the fudge was this? It was like, what the fudge, CBR? And I was like, yeah, what the fudge? Oh my god, people can go. The fan base when it comes to Nina is like, I get it. Okay, here it is. Found it. All right. What's the article called? What's the article? Geass is all here. You know, we want to give the article any credit. Here it is. Geass is all style and very little substance by its genius protagonist. This one line is the exact problem with, no offense, but certain people when it comes to the fan base of Geass. Literally everyone has the attitude. It's like, if Lelouch isn't involved, if we don't talk about Lelouch, there's no value to the series. It's like, oh my god. Man. From the outside, Geass appears to be a promising show with interesting premise. What do you mean? What do you mean appears? A protagonist and beautiful visuals designed by the legendary manga group Clamp. But after drawing audiences with its bells and whistles, Geass falls apart as a narrative. Common complaints include inconsistency of the plot, a multitude of narrative threads that are introduced and go nowhere. Fans have complained about Lucia's convenient usage of Geass, Power of the King, which operates as a... No one has ever said that. Oh God. Okay. Excuse me. First burp of the day or the stream. This is garbage. No one ever. It's funny about CBR. There actually are complaints that people say about like I just went through. Oh, okay, one thought at a time here. Brain. Let's do this. Okay. First thing. Fans don't complain about Lucia's convenient use of Geass. They complain about other elements of the plot that make no sense in their eyes, not the Geass issue. We just went through this. This is the biggest co-Geass Reddit subreddit and all on Reddit. And do you see any complaints about Lucia's Geass powers here? You can, by the way, go through this all you want. You will not find that in here. What you will find is complaints about stuff like this. You might find complaints about Nina because Nina is commonplace. And you'll see a lot of this stuff too because Lucia's very hot apparently. But that's it. You don't see anything else there. I'll just see two fan art. I just find that hilarious. Like there are complaints people ask about the series, but like no one, whatever. Okay. All right, we gotta get started. Real quick, super fast. I'll say it's characters like Charles, Rollo, V2, Schneizel. They're made to be hated. They're brilliantly written and acted out as they're good characters. Don't understand Rollo much. Very true. Kind of messed up because Luce considered many married off Tianzi to Toto, especially since Toto Luce whole thing about using Nunley as a political tool. Yeah, he thought of doing her. Yeah, again, this whole thing with although the only thing I'll say about that is again, it wasn't for romantic action. It was just for political stuff, like Odysseus. There's no difference there. He wasn't suggesting that Toto should screw Tianzi. You know, that wasn't the whole point. It was just for political stuff. Not nice though. And you're right. The irony is that they didn't want to use Nunley as a political tool. So why would they use Tianzi? Very true. I don't know, like maybe Britannian science. When you think about it, C2 is like 100 years old and Lucia's only 18. Should them being together make sense? It might be messing up age, but C2 is like 700 years old. Lelouch is 18. Yes. Is that kind of weird? I guess so. I don't really it doesn't bother me as much. I guess because they're both adults, although the age gap is kind of crazy. It kind of reminds me, this is a weird comparison, like Mass Effect. You know how like Asari can be like, I don't know, they live to 1,000 years old. So a 300-year-old Asari could marry a human who's 20 something and they could have a big family together. It's weird because Asari is like 300 years old and the Luce or whoever the person is human is 25, but technically it's around the same. Although that's a little different because Asari mentally age different than humans. So like 100-year-old Asari, like Liara, she's like a teenager, a young adult. So it's a little different. But to your point, though, because they are adults, it's weird. Because when you're in a moral, though, does age even matter? It's complicated. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have a clear answer for it. It is complicated. Copyright claims are bullshit. You have no idea. Someone copyrighted strike my face. I know I'm not good looking, but damn, I don't get it. If I was anyone about Colin, I would have her maybe get injured by Shinkei, and then she has to get arrested by Chiba or Asuna, and then get taken care of. Yeah, that might be worked too. That might have worked. So Tokyo has 25 million, with Japan around 80 million. Assuming 9 people died or fled using the ratio, give us 300 million. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, I mean, he surely helped out for sure in that situation. You want to marry Shinkei Tianzi? I match. Have you puberty yet? You'll marry. Oh my god, I know why. Yeah, I know. Like this is like a critical part of the story. Yeah, exactly. This is why I hate Serial Article. They don't even like watch the story. My god. CVR is literally EA in article form. Pretty much. Yeah, I don't get it. It's like the second number was due to the Empire's conquering nations and birth. Wait, you mean the CBR article? I kind of just skipped through it. I gotta like check my comments faster, I guess. For the longest time, I didn't watch Kogia because of the weird mechs, but I started watching, really like it. I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's just, yeah, for sure. Um, the mechs are very, I want to put this, they're not like standard. They used to be like the first season with the Sutherlands and the Glass Skulls. But once they started giving everyone their personal nightmare frames in R2, it's not as standard as it used to be. Some people have like this thing where they say like the first season nightmare frames were better because they're more standardized, more, I guess, grounded in design, and then R2 it's like everyone looks like a Gundam. So I get it. Pretty much, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, what is wrong with you? They do NFTs. Damn, I should get some. I don't know. It's just weird. We'll get to it, and then let's see. Now actually, yeah, I know that's so. Again, I don't know. Did anyone even say that he was a bad person? I don't know. It's in longer 2 hours, probably because I suck. I'm not good at managing this crap. At this point, it doesn't matter. Being adult in both culture and species, it's bizarre. Not safe for work. Lucius fudged up. Uh, okay. All right. We gotta get started. Okay. All right. We gotta get started with the episode. We can go all day with this. I love the discussions though. Like the pre stuff is always a lot of fun. Is this the wrong order? Let's see. This looks right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go. All right, let's start here. Okay, so this island is called Hori Island. Apparently, it's man-made, which is interesting. 'Cause I'm pretty sure China has made man-made islands in the past. Wait one second before we continue. One thing here. Oh, so you said it was okay. Now we got that. The second number. God, where was that? Oh, that's what you meant. Like the empire as a whole. Got it. I'm smart. Okay. Okay, so we have all the Black Knights. They're on Hora Island. Hore Island. What I write? Hora Island. Apparently, Tommy makes a joke about the high eunuchs, which was really stupid, I guess. And here's something I'm kind of confused about. So apparently, India sent them nightmare frames to free them from the Chinese Federation. But the Chinese Federation is where they're being held in sanctuary. So basically, China is allowing the Black Knights to live with them, even though they're going to betray them later on to help the Indian forces. I think that's what's going on here. The Shinkira makes its first appearance. So anyone who says that it was a plot device or a contrivance, no, they introduced it literally in episode 9. More of the Akatskis are kind of cool. I don't know whose kids these are. I assume they're like children related to the Black Knights who fled, but it's just odd how there are a bunch of kids running around the island. Maybe there's people who live here that are not, the Black Knight members. I just assumed that the island could only hold 1 million people and they couldn't have anyone else. But I was kind of confused where these kids came from. A weird observation, but yeah. So D-Tard is talking to Lush about political stuff going on, and that's simply that. Nothing too crazy there. Now Colin's confused with D-Tard's motivations, like what he wants and stuff. And Lush was saying he just wants to document the world and see me change and stuff. I wouldn't worry about it. As he said, like he's very easy to read because Colin's like his motivations are kind of confusing, and he's like, no, he's very easy to read. He just wants to see me destroy the world and stuff. That's kind of it, and change everything. Because remember, D-Tard's the one who arranged for Sayako to work with the Chinese Federation to get this island to begin with. At the very beginning, I believe it shows them all shaking hands. I don't think I have the image of it. Yeah, right here. So they all shook hands in the beginning. So this was an arrangement that D-Tard took care of. D-Tard's been very good for political manners like this. So that's kind of this discussion here. We get to an area on the island, and we see Toto and Rakshada going over all the equipment. Chiba and the other girls are cooking, I guess. I'm not sure what they're making or what the purpose of it is. They mention. So here's the really good part of the story. They mentioned how your titles episode 4 through 6. What? What are you talking about? My titles 4 through 6? Let's see. I thought I made it 9 to 11. Hold on. This is very important. I don't want people to get the wrong idea. Look at my subscriptions. That's weird. Usually I get home and it shows me my live stream. Oh my god, you're right. Hold on. Can I change it? Is it too late to change the name of it? No, it's not. Whoopsies. You're telling me. No more people are leaving this channel. They're like, what the fudge? What are you doing? We went through these episodes. Okay. Must be scheduled in future dates. Wait, I can't change the title? Really? So we're stuck with this? Hold on. Oh, that's so crap. I think StreamYard is being kind of crappy here. Oh, you know what? What if I did this? What if I went to the video itself and which I'm already at? Can I change it here? Well, we're learning something new every day. Can I edit it? Oh, you got. Oh, let's see. If I couldn't change it here, I'd be really angry. Okay. Hopefully this will work. Let it work. Okay, I think we're good. Actually, I had a little space so nice. It's from Oh, and okay. All right. Let me reload and see if it fixed it or not. I don't know how I messed it up. This is what happens when you like rush through things. Okay, it looks good. It's 9 to 11. All right. Yeah, my bad. Okay. Okay. We took care of that. Episode 4. I got you guys. It was a test. You all passed. You all passed. All right. So Raksha's talking about. Oh my God. Raksha's talking about how she used parts from the Gwain to enhance the Ikaruga, and also to Shinkiru as well. And then she was like, "Well, what happened to the Giga Fortress?" And she said they couldn't find it. So I have a theory about this that shows in the state, but my theory is that after C2 crashed the the Giga Fortress with the Gwain, the Geass Order recovered it first. So Raksha never got a chance at it because the Geass Order got to it first. That's how they also rescued Jeremiah as well. Again, they never stated that, but I think it's kind of obvious that's what happened. Here's a weird part. Colin is, well, it's not weird, but I was kind of confused. So Colin said that, like, oh, I'm glad Lucius is like acting like a normal person now because he wants to conquer the Chinese Federation, so he can use it to fight against Britannia, essentially. And she's like, oh, I'm glad he's back to almost his old self. I don't know what was going on here. And I should have used this, by the way, as a source for one of my videos because I mentioned how when the characters of the show discuss how Lelouch cares about Nunnally or discuss Nunnally, period, it shows that they are interested in the real Lelouch. And because she doesn't even mention Nunnally in that episode prior, I think it was 7, you know she wasn't interested. And if people want to say, well, she was implying Nunnally when she said get her back or get it back, you can see here that she didn't because she says here, I'm not sure what's going on with him. If she had known that he was upset about losing Nunnally, then she wouldn't ask this question or say, like, why would he want to go back to the old days? Maybe because that's when him and Nunnally were, not running for their lives and lived nicely in Britannia with their mother still alive. So the fact that Colin didn't understand this indicates to me that she didn't really understand what Lucia's main motivations were. That's something I realized when I was going through the episode again, because she would never have asked or thought about, why was he doing this? To quote Lelouch, why indeed? Anyways, she falls on him, and then she asked him why he came back, and he says, when it's over, come me to Ashford Academy. No one knows what that means exactly. Did it mean they were going to like be a couple, come back to normal life? It's not exactly clear. They were going to explain themselves, but then C2 cock blocked them as always. It's like basically C2 cock blocks Lelouch, Colin here, and then Colin cock blocks Lelouch, C2 in the last episode or second last episode. There's some theories as to what they were gonna finish, what each one was gonna say to finish the conversation, but we unfortunately never find out. It's kind of sad. I wanted to know what exactly they were planning on saying, but whatever. They of course could have showed it later on, right? But they didn't. All right, you see Vietnamese face here. I know. We're supposed to not discuss this ever again, but my God! And just so you guys know, he makes this weird expression looking at Kaguya when she discusses the marriage, but then later on, his face becomes like a normal expression. So I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, what? Minami is a weird dude. I might be overthinking it, but this expression is kind of weird. Anyways, this is the bombshell of the episode. They find out that Tianze is actually going to marry Odysseus. And Lucia's like, I never thought that mediocre man would ever move this fast. And the theory is that if the Britannians and the Chinese merge together because of this marriage, what's going to happen is the Chinese will give up the Black Knights to the Britannians. Because Tommy's like, yeah, what's the problem? We were exiled. But then she says, if I her name, she says that yeah, but we're not. Our crimes aren't, they didn't exonerate our crimes. So if they wanted to, we could still be in trouble. And if they want to give us up, then we'd be screwed. I think this is Futaba. I'm not sure who this is though. I keep forgetting their names. And Tamaki again's like, oh, we'd be screwed. And C2's like, you're getting smarter. And he's like, stop making fun of me. It's pretty funny. Tamaki's like a running joke in this organization. And basically, they're all discussing what to do and how to solve this problem. I'm not sure why she was still wearing the apron. You think she put on her uniform before the conversation, but I guess they were having this in like a last minute discussion. But apparently, Detard and Luge had a plan to take over the Chinese Federation, but because of Britannia's recent involvement, it kind of complicated the plan. But I actually didn't mind this part here. I thought it made sense where if the marriage happens, they're going to be sold out to the Britannians, which was actually going to happen. So they were kind of screwed here. This part of writing, I had no issues with it. There's a celebration for this marriage, which is happening. Which Shin-Kei obviously is not too pleased about it. But he's not so much angry about, I guess, the marriage. It's more like the freedom of his of the Empress, which he's sworn to protect. Okay, so now we see like this ceremony, and we see Odysseus is with Tianzi, and it's just, again, it's not how I put this. It's not weird he's marrying her in the sense that it's not romantic, but it's just weird that Tianzi is just like a kid and she's being forced into this stuff. That's sort of the messed up part. And I think it's later on in this episode, she mentions how like she's gonna be a prisoner and she loses her freedom. And I will say one thing about this character, for someone who's 13 years old, she has a pretty strong grasp of what's happening for someone that young. It's very possible living in the Forbidden City and being around the high eunuchs, she kind of absorbed stuff about politics. She still doesn't know a lot, but her knowledge is not. She's not naive. Is what I'm trying to say. But he gets to see on this adorable Chinese Federation Chinese outfit. That's all I'll say about that. There's no like plot significance. It's a nice outfit. And then Gino's like a dumbass. He's like, "Hey, is this a thing you could eat?" And Sadako's like, "No, that's not what you can eat." And what were you eating before? You're an idiot. Oh, I got it. I'm an idiot. Man, I love this expression from Cecile. Again, nothing like plot relevant. I just love this expression. It has like I don't know. It's perfect. It's perfection. So Anya's like saying I'm what was it? I'm memorizing, but then they're like, is that a journal? And then so Lloyd said, then you're recording. You're not memorizing or something. It's kind of funny. He meets up with Millie and they're discussing their marriage, which by the way, not that it's weird or anything, but since we're discussing about age differences, I think Lloyd is like 30 years old. Just out of curiosity, since we're, I kind of forgot to look this up later, but I believe he is Lloyd. Wow, really? Okay, we'll go on this. He runs the what is it called? That group that they're part of. Lloyd Asplund. Yeah, Lloyd is 29 years old, and Millie is like 18. So it's kind of weird. They were actually engaged when Millie was, I believe, 18 years old because she repeated the grade twice, I believe. Yeah, she's 19, and yeah, because that's right. They were engaged when she was 18. She's 19 now. So again, not totally weird, but just, I thought it was kind of interesting. He's 29 and she's 18. So I love this part too. And I don't know if this was a joke or not, but when he introduced Canon after saying that, like, it's about time I grew up and stuff, Canon's like, I'm Canon Maldini, personal and private to Schneisel. And she's like, what? And he goes, I'm just kidding. He happens to have, he likes interesting and different people or something. That's why he likes me. I'm like, wait, are Canon Schneisel a thing? Because, I mean, why would he make that joke? It was kind of funny. I mean, Millie was like, wait, what? So it was kind of interesting. We get possibly one of the most messed up scenes in the whole show. I don't mean like graphically or massacre-wise, like deaths of people. Just like this whole part where Schneisel's walking with Nina across the I guess across this, what is it, not ramp, the rug, I guess. And it's so depressing because he's not doing this because he cares about Nina or her devotion to Yuffie. He's just doing this to manipulate her. He's doing this to make her want to continue working under him so she can make the Flea of Warheads and help him, I guess, destroy all of Britannia's enemies and create that permanent present time that he wanted the world to stay in. Basically, keep the world stagnant. Like he tells her, like Yuffie wouldn't walk like that. She was very confident and proud of herself and stuff. And I'm like, really, dude? Yuffie was terrified most of the time. Yeah, when it came to the Saz, I was thinking about this. When it came to the Saz, she was very confident. That's true in presenting it. But most of the time, Yuffie was very nervous when talking to anybody. I mean, remember that episode? I think it was 17 when she was discussing with the press. She was nervous and out of her element. She was never like what Schneider talked about Yuffie. What he was doing is kind of brilliant, but awful at the same time. He was using the goddess depiction that Nina had in her mind to convince her of what to do. Basically, he used the false understanding of Yuffie to try to motivate Nina, saying like the goddess that you knew acted like this. Yuffie never acted like this. That's why I find this writing and this conversation both brilliant in like the execution, but the content is disgusting. Schneider is like he's like the guy who he smiles and keeps you calm, but deep down he wants to slit your throat. And you're like, you find this guy to be charming, but like terrifying. That's one thing I've noticed about this whole situation. About when you watch Schneizel, he's a clever bastard. I mean, he basically has Nina. Although his hands, I know Nina's not that tall, but my gosh, his hand, wow, he's 6'7", and she's like what 5 feet tall. But anyways, he has Nina like as like a toy almost. He can do whatever he wants to her. It's kind of messed up. Also, I forgot to mention that Odysseus is like, man, Schneid's only with one woman or one girl. That's kind of weird. So is Odysseus implying that Schneider like sleeps with a bunch of women all the time? Or is he saying that when he was younger, Schneider used to go out with a bunch of ladies? I'm not sure. I would have loved to seen a OVA discussing the royal family and what they do, like when they're not, destroying the world and being psychopaths. I guess Schneider used to go on dates with a bunch of women back in the day. I guess Odysseus doesn't know about canon. Oh well. Then we see the Knights of the Round. They're all just like bowing towards Schneider. He's like, no, guys, don't do this. It's totally fine. Don't just we're here to celebrate. Oh God, that face. I'll say one with this story. They definitely didn't make Nina look any better. That is for sure. She says hi to Millie, by the way, who was somewhere in the crowd, I believe. That's why they go off the talk. Then we find out exactly what I said earlier, that the Chinese Federation, the High Eunuchs, were going to sell out the entire force to Britannia so they can get nobility. That's why they want to stage the coup to stop the marriage, because the marriage is going to wipe out everyone else. And as C2 said at the beginning of this episode, while the High Eunuchs rule and stuff, most of Chinese Federation is in poverty and they're not doing well at all, and they don't care about them. So they set up perfectly how the High Eunuchs not only don't care about the people, but they're willing to sell them out to the Britannians. And yeah, not good. Burp number 2. So then we see a flashback of when Tianzi first met Shinkei. Basically, Shinkei tried to help out a prisoner, and they ultimately don't kill him because Tianzi spares his life. Eventually becomes a royal guard, and he tells her, I'll help her get out of the palace and see the world outside the Forbidden City. They pinky swear, and that's their connection. It's not romantic. Whoever said that, So I love this series. I think it was here, or maybe not. I don't know what it was. There was a part where they go. Oh, that's later on. That's right. That's the chess scene. Anyhow, so Tianzi again, she's thinking about what's going to happen, and again, it's pretty bad because again, they're going to she's going to be a prisoner in Britannia when they get married. Oh, here's a good part. So this guy says, "Will the emperor show up to the wedding?" And this is like, he said he was going to. Well, if I'm not mistaken, at the wedding, Charles wasn't present, so we know what Charles really, what his opinions were. Then Kaguya presents herself, and everyone's freaked out for obvious reasons. They're like, oh my God, it's the Black Knights. How dare they? I like Gino's expression, though. It's like, who cares, dude? And then before they get to talk, so Nina and Millie have this conversation, and I actually really liked it a lot because, Millie's saying, oh, you've done well for yourself. If you need help or anything, I'll be there for you. And Nina's like, I hate dumb women. And she's like, excuse me? And then she went on by saying how like Yuffie was her goddess and she needed her. And then she goes to, and then, she was taking care of her and stuff. And then Millie said, I'll take care of her. And she goes like, you always do this. You hide behind Ashford. You're a hypocrite. you want to help others, but you're just as bad and stuff. And then, I've changed. You got to understand that. And while I think Nina could have did a better job at trying to present herself, but she basically lashed out at Millie for not acknowledging that she's actually grown as a person. Which again, I like that. I mean, I don't know if she did it, but I do like the like you never would have saw Nina never would have done this in the last season, but she's definitely changed a lot, and you can definitely see Schneisel's effect on her has definitely made things worse because instead of getting therapy and help with her psychological issues and connections to Yuffie, Schneisel has made things worse by just telling her, "No, you did everything right, and you're a good person. Make my flayas, please." You can see the results of Schneisel's actions. That's everyone when Nina screams at us. She goes, "Oh, it's Kaguya," and they were going to kill all of them or something and arrest them. And he's like, "Well, you can't do that. This is not Britannia." And I was like, "You know what, Tianzi? You're absolutely right. They can't do this." Because they were going to give up. Because basically, what she found out right here was they were going to give up the entire Black Knights to Britannia. And she was saying, "You can't do that because this is China, not Britannia." And she's like, "Well, yeah, but we're in charge, right?" She's like, "Oh, okay." So I love how Tianzi actually was smart and everyone in the room, which is kind of funny. Or not smart, but she was aware of what was going on. Then everyone threatens them, and then we get this conversation where, they're first going to kill them. Then Schneisel said, "Hey guys, it's a celebration. Cut it out." And then Suzaku blocks Schneisel. So I mean, Lelouch, so he couldn't use Geass on Schneisel, which I thought that was a nice little thing there. So here's the conversation I missed like 1,000 times. Apparently, Kaguya says here, and I did watch again. So this is definitely accurate. Kaguya said that all the House of Kyoto were killed, executed. And I didn't even know that. I don't know why. I've watched the show like a billion times. I don't know how I missed that. And of course, she also says, "Hey, Suzaku, do you recognize me?" "Of course I do. We're cousins." That is the only time in the entire series where any relatives interact among Suzaku's family. You don't. He never talked to his parents. We know that when Genbu's dead, I met his mother and cousins. Well, that wouldn't be his parents. Any relatives, he doesn't talk to any of them. When he joined Britannia, they all distanced themselves, according to, I guess, all the JLF members in episode 4. But in any event, this is the only time where Kaguya and Suzaku even interact in the story. So I was like, it was kind of disappointing. They didn't really do much with it. Yeah, it was kind of depressing. Like Kaguya didn't care about Suzaku at all. She wanted to kill him. And now here's kind of straight, and it kind of even bizarre beyond that. So Lelouch said, or Zero said as Lelouch, we're going to have a chess game. If I win, I get Suzaku. I'm like, what the fudge does that mean? I'll give him to Kaguya, like as a slave? I don't know what he meant by that. I guess maybe like entertainment for the day. Who the hell knows? I don't even want to know what was going on with that. But then he says, if Schneider wins, he'll take his mask off. So they play chess, basically. This chess game is infamous for having pieces move around, for having things make, like the chessboard makes no sense during the game. Like there's one part where Schneider has like a billion chess pieces and Luch has like 3, but somehow the match is equal. They definitely could have made this, they could have fixed it and made it more accurate to actually how chess works. So I like the fact they show the chess game, but I kind of wish they just made it more, I don't know, just to show a chess game. You don't have to be like, I guess, abstract about it. Just show a chess game, I guess. Apparently, Kaguya's like, my husband's going to win. And Odysseus is like, are you serious? It's Schneider. He's not the best chess player in the world. They're like, oh my God, it's equal. Is it equal, guys? Really? I don't know. Anyways, now here's another weird part. So Gino says, there's the pilot of the Gurren, Colin. She's really gorgeous. And Colin normally blushes when people compliment her. Here she's like, okay. Which means she's not interested in Gino. She's probably like annoyed that he's even hitting on her. No offense, I don't think she's interested. I do support this ship on some level, but I'm not going to lie. Early on, there's no evidence of it. Can's like, oh God, they're evenly matched. I'm like, are they? Is this evenly matched to you? Now, if you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, you could use evenly matched in this situation, but no, this is not evenly matched. Then Lucia's like, you must the king must move first, and Shadow's like, okay, I'll copy you. Don't underestimate the White King. Wise words and good foreshadowing. Eventually, Shadow's like, if we keep this up, we'll keep like going in a 3-way draw. I'm like, a 3-way draw or something. How is that possible? Lucia has 3 pieces. Anyways, he puts the king in front of Lelouch, which I believe is an illegal move. And then Lelouch wouldn't take the king because he didn't want to like be humiliated. And we get a nice little symbolism here of the 2 kings next to each other. Eventually, the chess game ends with no significance because unfortunately Nina got involved and tried to kill Zero, and Colin stops. Oh, actually, Suzaku, I believe it was Suzaku, and then Colin, and she's like, "Suzaku, why would you do this? He killed Yuffie," and I'm like, yeah, but you can't kill Zero in a public area like this. What do you want to do? Cause like a war among everyone else? Don't be stupid like that. And it's like, Colin, you're half Britannian. No, I'm Japanese. No, you're not. She like Nina just went full psycho in this scene. It's really bad. And she kept thinking of Yuffie. Like she was, my God, I needed her. She basically was tortured soul. Now, one thing I don't like is that I think Suzaku said she was another victim of Zero. No, she's a victim of Schneisel, not Zero. If Nina had gotten help after what happened and not been manipulated by Schneisel to make weapons of mass destruction, she would have been fine. This what you're seeing here is a lash out of someone who has serious mental issues and is not getting treated for them. That's what you're seeing here. It's not a victim of Zero. Okay, that's garbage. I'm not saying killing Yuffie wasn't what was a wasn't a. I'm not saying killing Yuffie didn't have effects on other people or was a bad act. Obviously, those are both true statements. But if Nina had gotten help, she wouldn't have acted like this. So it's a gross simplification to say it's just Lucia's fault for this. No, this is Schneisel's. It just is. Like Schneisel is just as fault as Lucia is for this. But I guess Suzaku is an idiot and doesn't know that. And then Millie's like, "Oh yeah, Colin, she's still taking care of people. Nothing's changed. I guess not." And then Schneisel says, "By the way, don't come to the wedding, Lelouch. If you do, I'll kill you. And a chess game won't save you this time." So here's the good part. So we show like scenes of Tianzi discussing what's going to happen. She's going to become married Odysseus, going to leave the city and become a prisoner in Japan, in Britannia. And then it flashes to the daytime, and we see the wedding in action. I thought it was a great transition between her talking about stuff and seeing it actually happen. It's one of the better parts of the episode. Everyone's, of course, watching the wedding in anticipation. And then Shinkei interrupts it by saying, this is we're staging a coup because we don't agree with this. And obviously the Empress should not be involved in this. And then he was even thinking, like, does she remember my promise? And she does, because she goes, she puts her hand in the air and says Shinkei like this. So she obviously remembered the promise. It's just weird. I was thinking about this, like, did he never spoke once since he became her, like, guard? It's kind of bizarre. He was saying, like, did she even want me to do this? I'm like, well, you don't talk much? I don't know. I thought maybe they did. Who don't know? I'm not going to question it. And the broadcast goes away. Everyone's obviously confused. And they stage a coup to save the Empress and stop this horrendous marriage. And that's simply how. Then Zero breaks in and he captures Tianzi. And then the episode ends with V2 talking to Jeremiah about Lelouch, Zero, all that stuff, and Nunnally. So we know what happened to Jeremiah. It's funny because at the beginning of the episode, they said they didn't know what happened to the Gigafortress, right? And then we find out at the end that, oh, we know what happened. The Siege World recovered it. And not Siege World, the Geass Order recovered it. What is it actually called? The Ziggurat? That's not what it's called. I'm thinking of a Yu-Gi-Oh term. It's called the Night Gigafort. What's this actually? Siegfried, that's it. It's called the Siegfried. Where are my images? Did I just close it out? Oh, I think I did. Okay. So that was the episode. Pretty good. There's a little weirdness with the political stuff here, but for the most part, it's a good setup. It gets us into the moment. The chess game, I think, could be done better. Nina's display here is both terrifying and really depressing at the same time. So there's that as well. And the wedding is a good cliffhanger because you knew Shinkei was going to get involved considering the betrayal. And that's simply how it ends. Yeah. The other one to mention? Let me go through my notes real quick. I might have missed something. Okay, let's see. Then I'll go through the comments. Hold on. I don't have too many notes. The episode wasn't too complicated. I mean, not a lot happened, relatively speaking. Okay. Okay. I don't think I got anything else. Oh yeah, I wrote a comment. Did Tianzi have parents? They never discussed them. Maybe she did. And we don't know. Just a random question I was thinking about. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, they told they told food not food they told Tianzi in this scene here. Hold on, I'll go back. For blah, 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 right here. They said here that apparently the Black Knights killed Gohai. No, it was Shinkai. So they lied to her, which I thought was good. The part showing that they're clearly not telling her. They're not being honest with her. Um. Okay, Tianzi's quote 20 screwed up big time here. Yeah. Okay. There's nothing really. What's in Millie's face? I don't know what that was about. Yeah, there's nothing really. There's nothing really discussed besides that. The next episode has something that really kind of confused the hell out of me, which I'll discuss when we get to it. All right, we'll go to the spot. Here we go. Watch episode 5, opening of 5 cookies. You'll see he blushes at Kaga. OP5? Um, okay. That would be wait. You mean the very last? Oh, that would be the last one then. Yeah, there's only 5 OPs. I am so dumb. I can't show clips here. Cause I'll get like fudge like last time. I'll look for it real quick. While I do that, Mimi is the worst man of Black Knights. If it was Zero, I'd fire Mimi then Tamaki. Yeah, absolutely. Welcome, Phoenix. I love how C2 keeps her plushie around and shows that despite how cold and indifferent she might be, she has a soft side. Well, that's thanks to Lelouch being around her that she gets to explore that soft side once in a while. She's always she's always very cold to others. Okay, let's see. Say come. Oh, I can't even sing right because the rules. All right, let's see. I know what you're talking about. There's a part where they show the characters, right? That's what you're talking about. Okay, almost there. All right, first you see Colin, Ogi, Toto, Chiba, Asahina, Detard, Rakshata, Kento, Tamaki. Oh my god, he. Oh, damn. Okay, I can show this. He's blushing right here. Ow. The plot thickens. Okay. Damn. All right. I found interesting that Lelouch almost directs his conversation away from whatever point they're talking about. Like here, she asks, why you return? He just asked return to Ashford. Yeah, he's really good at that. He doesn't answer your questions. He doubles down on some random stuff. During stage 24, Colin, hey, C2, remember you cockblocked me? Luce turned the Chance Federation? Yeah, why? Because I'm going to cockblock you. Yeah, that's what happened, 24. Where she's like, I know you guys are having a tender moment because I used my monitor screen to see it, but you know what? Let me ruin your life now. This episode heavily implies Shanza Can are a couple which would be progressive if Shanza wasn't the evilest character in the show. Yeah, there is some. I do agree with that. At least Millie was a legal age when Lloyd got engaged to her. It shows that Lloyd has some standards and morals, unlike the characters in Kaguya and Minami. That is very true. I know I almost ever hate Xena, but I felt sorry for that episode. Yeah, again, because she was a victim of Schneider's bullcrap. Remember that the CR article on Loose would easy outsmart Light? Well, guess what? They made an article on characters Light would easy outsmart. And they said, yeah, Light would easy outsmart Loose. But here's the thing, though. Was it the same author? Because here's the point you got to remember about CBR. I know it's like fudged up, but they have like a million authors who write stuff. So basically, there's no consistency with their work. Somebody typed in Light Yagami. Light Yagami. Where is it? Let's see. Light outsmart. Oh, here it is. Okay. I like how this second sentence has nothing to do with anything. It's Lie who's willing to go the extra mile. Light's love manipulation for far surpass Lucius' ability to reason. The fudge? What does that even mean? These guys are a bunch of clowns. These people don't know what the fudge they're talking about. Why Light should have won? No, he never should have won. Oh god, I'm reacting old. I'm going back to old things. Okay, so it says here that he would beat him. Now let's type in Lelouch. Outsmart. No, they're pretty consistent. They said he can't outsmart him here, and they said that Light would outsmart Lelouch. So unless I'm missing something, I think they're actually consistent with that. Not that they're right, by the way, but you'll have to give me a source later. I think they're right about that. I mean, they're consistent, not right. They're consistent. Yeah, he was supposed to be at the wedding. He never showed up. I mean, CBR to me, they want to make money and they piss off the audience. That's what they do. They're very good at it. Yeah, he's actually kind of yeah, it's true. Which of the three were actually the worst? Britannia, Chinese Federation, or the EU? Britannia had horrifying foreign policy, Federation, and corrupt government. The EU had power-hungry people sacrifice their soldiers. Um, and Britannia is Britannia. So I'd say maybe the Britannian, although Chinese Federation is the worst because they were not taking care of their civilians. At least Britannia took care of their civilians to some extent. Everyone in the Chinese Federation was living in poverty. So I would say that the Chinese was probably the worst. Welcome, man. Kogea's Chibi, a prequel to Kogea's, covering the childhood of V2 and L1 siblings, as well as the Collins. Why not? Let's do it. Maybe. I do believe Amelia was bi, but I don't know if Nina liked her that way. There is some like tension they have as in high school. There's some truth to that. Yeah, I think the EU wasn't as bad. We don't see much of the S1 anyways. Wow, strong words there. Ishii Rakshata, yeah, I want my nightmares to be named after the anime character Sword from Bleach. Why? Because it's really cool. Facts. Gino had a crush on her, but what else? He did. It's true. Colin deserved better. Wow. I can't disagree with that. I think she does. I liked Gino originally, but as I've gone through the story again, he kind of pisses me off. Well, I guess I don't know. Yeah, he's that absolutely true. Charles and V2 are also mass manipulators. That is also true. Yep. Is Lucian a mass manipulator? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, why would he not be? What does he do that's not like ooh, let's get that over there. Yeah, I would say so. He's definitely a mass manipulator. Most of what Luch does is manipulation. He manipulated the Black Knights. He manipulated Colin. Although with Colin, I think he wasn't as bad as other characters, but he still technically manipulated her too. So yeah, I would say there's definitely some manipulation going on. He also manipulated Valletta with blackmail to work with him, and Rolo too. My God, Rolo, that was the worst one. Well, good for him, but bad for Rolo. I think the reason that they made the whole Gino has a crush on Colin because possibly a homage to the whole Tristan and Isildo Isolde Romeo and Juliet equivalent. Get a Christian Tristan's nightmare. Oh, yeah, but they don't really do much with it though. I always thought the whole Romeo and Juliet thing was Suzaku and Euphemia, but sure. I moved my king because of ideology reasons. Chazo, cool move, bro. Let me try that. That's wait, what? Oh, that's basically what happened. It was like, who? I like that. Let me try that. Like, wait, what are you doing? That's my line. It's kind of funny. Agreed. Did high members do it again? It was satisfying. No, they slowly died one. The high got smaller and smaller until the last three were killed by Shinkai. As far as I know, only one was killed prior, and that was Gohai. I think they were still the five, but the rest were. Huh. Now I'm confused. I thought the only one was killed was by Shinkei, and then no, I think Shinkei's only killed all of them. Let's take a look. High Unix. Okay, they were all killed. Let's see. I must be lost. When were they all eight are executed against by Shinkei, though not at the same time? Okay, so Shinkei killed them all at different times in the story. Different times in the story. Because let's see. He executed for treason. I guess it happened off screen. Um, these three were killed during the battle. He was killed much earlier on, and these rest. When was the rest of the guys? I guess they were killed off screen. I don't remember that. Anyways, um, I want to move to a different image. That's creeping me out. Yeah, that's that. Here we go. No, we'll look at Schneisel, just being Schneisel. Okay. Oh, the order. I think I just list them. It was Go High, those three guys, and everyone else. I guess. The High Unix members were influenced by Geass and died differently. He tried to get his way, but Colin ended up killing him for some diamonds I mentioned last time. In my change, in your change star, I was like, I don't remember reading that. Poop. Okay. Continuing on here. By the way, Lelouch laugh at the end was Joker level. That was pretty crazy. They recently translated more of Oz Reflection. I'll take a look at it. Yeah, I don't like DX's overall discussion about Code Geass. I think it was done with the wrong intent. He never did it because he wanted to actually discuss the story in a constructive manner to provide like he didn't do it because he wanted to have like, a nice conversation about Code Geass and to actually talk to the fans. He just did to vent about why he hates the show. But even despite that insanity, yes, absolutely. But not for the reason he said. I mean, yes, technically teaming up would have made sense in the beginning, but the reason why they did it is why I was angry because they, as I said again, the stream, they did it because they had to find a way to get rid of Colin from the show. So they had to align against Shinkei, introduce a new nightmare frame he would use to defeat Colin, and get her off the show for 8 episodes. Because they couldn't think of a way to continue the story forward with her having the strongest nightmare frame. That's my theory on everything. I don't know I don't know anyone the inside information about the series. I don't know anyone the producers. Obviously, they're all Japanese. I don't speak Japanese, and who the hell am I? Right, going forward with that. That's my theory about it. I think they couldn't find a way to write up. They rolled themselves into a hole and they couldn't find a way to get out of it. But technically speaking, yes. There's even a part in the next episode where Luke basically implies they should team up and then doesn't for some reason. So yeah, it was stupid. The Lelouch messed up big time. I also, I guess, relate to a character flaw where Lelouch wasn't able to figure out the situation or the best way to handle the situation. That's true. Yeah, they kind of were. That's very true. Hmm. Yes, that's an interesting idea with the gems that ripping them off. That's probably the case, but the reason why it's problematic in the story is because it's like Luce basically says that Shinkai, you can't protect the Empress on your own, but then he's like, okay, then how are you any different then? Like, should they work together? They both want to protect the Empress. Like, why would making enemies with Shinkai help? He was clearly rebelling against the government as well. So was he going to just kill Shinkai and not have to deal with it? I guess that was the thought, but he has the Empress though. So I wasn't sure what Lucius' plan was here. In all honesty, Having having Shinkai on your side would have been like the most obvious choice right there. It was not the smartest decision. The Blindnets were turned into a family dynamic. Who would have the role? I'm not really sure, honestly. I'm not sure what that even means. Yeah, that's probably true. They're less. They're more. There's more strategy involved within the Nightmare frames within the first season. There's plenty in this season too, but you had less like seven generation and plus models. Okay, we heard that one already. All right, read that one already. Yeah, that article is crap. Yeah, you're lucky. You're absolutely lucky. Oh, what do you mean turn 10? But yes, I know what you mean. I love Zangetsu. Yes, it's my favorite. Oh, we got a spammer. Are you liking it? I haven't seen it yet. I know it's on Netflix. I've never watched Seven Deadly Sins. What I was trying to say was CBR's Megan Luge could never outsmart Light, and they said Light would outsmart Luge no problem. Oh yeah, like they're obviously wrong with the intelligence. That's very common amongst Death Note fans. No offense, some are very arrogant when it comes to that stuff. No, they were executed. It said in the Wikipedia they were executed. So maybe it's like if I watch the show, they might say like a simple dialogue to Ant that says it, like how they mentioned how the what I just say in this episode. Remember when Kage said that the Kyoto members were executed? It was like a throwaway line. So maybe there's a throwaway line that says that Shinkei executed the High Eunuchs. That's probably what happened. God, more times than I can count. Oh, dynamic. Okay. Well, then that's different. Lucia's the father. Ogi is the uncle. Tamaki is that spoiled brat you don't like. Colin is the, I guess, wife or mother because she's the only female in the group, and Naomi's dead. So I guess by default she'd be the mother. Minami is in jail. Let's see what else. Yoshida is dead too, right? So it's just those. I guess that's how you do. Kage is like a daughter. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure that would even work now that I think about it. The whole Luch versus Shinkai was dumb. It was something plot to have them duke it out for the show because he could join Luch later. Yeah, they could have done it way better. Don't say that I read it though. No, you're not. You're not wrong about that. Or how about like I got a plan. No murder. I don't have a plan. Okay. I heard the animation for Seven Deadly Sins was bad, so maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it's like it again. It just seemed too. It just seems too contrived. I don't know. I think they could have done it. They could have handled the situation a lot better, and they chose like a really strange route. There's a picture drawing we have to go through real quick before we get into the next episode. Where is it? So here's the picture drama. This is 9.34. The plot of this is um, I don't know. There's not much to say about it. It's kind of weird. Basically, there's you see. Oh god, this is of all the fan service in these picture dramas. This is probably the worst one. So it shows them dancing in the most disgusting way possible. I mean, and they're like, "I love the fire redhead. I love the little green hair girl. Whatever." They eventually bring in their older sister. After they say, "We want to, do you want to join us?" And they go, "Sure, but watch our older sister first." And that's apparently Lush. So here he is, and they're like, "Oh, she's so beautiful. Oh my god, she's so beautiful." I'm like, "Are you serious? This is so stupid." And then apparently he goes like, "I'm actually a dude." They're like, "He's a dude?" You couldn't tell. He uses Geass on these like people to turn into to act like pigs. Basically, they want to get inside the building to open it up for Toto and stuff. So they dress as dancers to get in there. I believe that was the plan. And then eventually they're like, "Oh, what do you mean by yeah?" See right here. They wonder how we open the door from the inside. Lucia's like, who cares? Talks to Toto, don't say anything. Eventually, Colin gets a call and she has to go investigate it with her Gurren. I dressed up the bunny girl to rescue Lelouch. Yeah, that's true. She did. Um, you would have done it anyways. Oh no, she wouldn't have. Oh, there's another thing too I didn't know from my intelligence video. Apparently, Lelouch learned how to dance when he was in Britannia. So not only is Lelouch a good, charismatic speaker, he's very if he knows how to dance, that actually makes perfect sense because if you notice in the show, whenever he does like his performance, or he'll put his arm on and do I don't know whatever thing you want to talk about. I'm trying to think like an example of where he does this. I guess the way he first presents himself in Stage 8 when the Black Knight's first debut, but really any part of the story, Alush always is very like flamboyant with his movements, and that's because he knew how to dance when he was a Britannian. So I guess that's how or he always was Britannian when he was in Britannia. There we go. That's kind of interesting. Eventually, Colin has to go away because of yeah. We'll see about that. I won't dress like a woman a second time. This is actually his second time, right? Because there was a cross dressing festival. Anyway, so eventually, yeah, they mentioned that too. Um, so eventually, Colin has to go deal with something, and then with the whole coup d'état to help them out. Then C2 and Luce talk about if she want to go back to she want to go to high school and join like Ashford Academy. She said if you do that, she would start the pizza club, and she'd be in charge or something. I don't know. It was a weird one. Definitely one of the worst bit dramas in the story. Absolutely no point. Like sometimes fan service can be done in some kind of respectful manner. That was not the case here. This was pretty bad. I mean, I remember when I first watched this, okay? And I see this and I'm like, wow. Look, guys, I know fan service is something that people like and I get it, but my God, this is so like disgusting. They weren't even trying. They weren't even trying. Okay, back to something else completely different. Um, yeah, I'll go through these real quick since I just went through that. Layla Lelouch is back. Yes, Layla Lelouch is back. We knew she was the daughter. Good callback. There has to be a shirt, by the way. If I ever make any t-shirts to sell, I want to make one called Layla Lelouch because, yeah, apparently she was the daughter of Charles. Oh my God. Okay, animation for 7DS was good. S1, S2 before the shit S3. Oh, we're talking about Seven Deadly Sins. Yeah, I heard the animation was just not good as the show progressed. Air logic, no chest, dude. Yeah, pretty much. You know, for someone who gets embarrassed easily, Colin has no problem wearing such revealing outfits. You can cut the being embarrassed to Colin. Yeah, it's really bizarre. It's like she turns it on and off. She turns it on and off like a switch. I don't think it works like that. There's actually an end of art two credit which shows Lucian not only dancing, so Lucian can dance. Yeah, apparently that he's got very good what type of intelligence? That's not linguistic, kinesthetic intelligence. Oh hell, Empress Lelouch. Yeah, see, you just figured out. Nozumi Maze 4. Yes. That is so basically if you guys don't know the origin of Lady Lelouch, so this is what happened, all right? There was an article that came out. I believe it was from Screen Rant. I want to say Screen Rant, but I don't remember. I think it was Screen Rant. You know, one of the worst god awful things to exist. Type in Code Geass. There was an article that was I think it was one of these two. I'm trying to remember. And if you go through it, there's a part where Charles, I believe it's Charles, was here. I'm trying to remember what the name of it was. hmm Was it this one? Here, let me look up something here. This type of daughter, right? Where was it? It's not this one. Let's try this one. So it wasn't this one. Okay, it was a CBR article or hold on. Maybe they finally corrected it. But we know we saw that one time. No, they didn't. Oh my god. You see this? Here we go. Lelouch is the daughter of Lady Marianne, whom Jeremiah failed to guard. This is basically where this came from. We were like, read this article, we're like, what the hell? daughter of Lady Marion, and that's where Empress Lelouch, Lady Lelouch came from. Because these idiots, these people who said we fact check all our work, are you serious? Lelouch is the daughter. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. This is what happens when you like don't put any effort into your work. Okay, a spelling mistake is one thing. This is just wrong on so many levels. Anyways, now you guys know the origin of Lady Lelouch. I guess so. The belly dancers. Maybe Schneider has a point. Yeah, you never know. Yeah, you guys know the truth. If Lucius Marion's daughter is only the son of Marion, I guess so, right? Gender reversal? Who the hell knows? I got a meme on a chess game of Evolution Schneider that's based on the real thing that happened. You can look up it original if you want to. I got a meme on that chess game of Evolution Schneider. It's based on the real thing that happened. Really? Um. Oh, you have it on there. Let me take a look. Let's see. I'll hopefully I don't get fudge for you. Oh yeah, I've seen this one before. I've seen this video. It's pretty funny. Um, okay. The daughter, yeah, quite interesting daughter you got there. Hey, look, we I don't know. Oh, you know what's so sad too? What's even more sad? They don't even correct it. You have this is what months ago. They could go back and change it. They don't even care. That's how sad it is, people. It's like just keep regurgitating crap until I don't know until the end of time. Go back through your articles. You can't pay someone to just go through the articles of each show and just make sure they're correct. They don't give a damn. It's so frustrating. I mean, not only did they steal all the SEO spots because they're CBR and they're a huge company, they can't even do the diligence to actually correct stuff like that. If you don't even put time in that respect, why should I care what you have to say? And it's so annoying. Anyway, let's move on to episode 10 because we're almost at the 2 hour mark and we're still like we're not halfway through yet. So the 2 hour thing is probably not going to happen. I'll have to figure a way to be more. I have to be more efficient in my time. Anyway, so here comes the wedding scene. Here comes the wedding scene. We see all the the Chinese forces are captured by the Japanese forces. And here's what I was talking about. Lelouch tells Shinkei that you can't protect the Empress on your own. And Shinkei's like, look, dude, just give her up to me. It's fine. We'll work together or something. And Lelouch's like, no. Then Toto comes in like, I never thought my first mission with the Zangetsu would be to save, abduct a, what's it called? A bride. Ichigo will be so proud, though. This is Zangetsu's first appearance, which is kind of cool. And here's a cool part, or not cool, a weird part. Lelouch told Toto to kill Schneisel. Okay? Think about this for a moment. Think about this for a moment. Schneisel could have died in like... It's so weird how Lelouch was like, you know what, just kill Schneisel. It could have been like a sudden death of him just standing right here. It was so weird. But Suzaku came in there just to stop him. And since Toto has a slightly powerful nightmare frame, but not like Colin level, it's not too power creepy until you get to again with the Shenhu. So point I'm trying to make is that with the Zangetsu, it was like strong but not too strong. But the fly naval version of the Gurden was too strong. I love this part here. Let the soldiers do the fighting. Yes, let's lead them to die. This is the best scene of Chiba in the entire anime. I'm just kidding. But like this picture, by the way, is indicative of how dumb, no offense, the suits have gone. When you first see her piloting a nightmare frame in stage, was it 11? It's like she's wearing a normal outfit. Then in stage 17, it's like a yellow, but it's like there's a covering here. And then by this time, it's just nothing. The outfits are so it's basically like going naked at this point, which maybe that improves the comfortability of it. But man, these angles are just freaking wonderful, I guess. Tiante's like, Why are you pointing a gun at me? You should work with him. No. Then we see Zangetsu and the Lancelot fighting, and this is a cool part. He fired the Varus at him, and he blocked it with the radiant wave surger as a shield. I love the concept of using it as a shield as opposed to an offensive weapon. So it's kind of cool. And then Toto kind of did a dick move here. He distracted Suzaku by going in front of the palace. Then he goes from behind and cuts off his float system. Then he has to retreat because the plan was already fulfilled. They got away with the Chinese emperors. So that was the whole plan, essentially. So there was only for Toto to stay out there. Then Shinkei was like being threatened by the Chinese forces, so they wanted to go attack Lush without his help, which was really stupid because this guy is like really smart. As Lush said, he's got like his mind of technical ability, but he also has Suzaku's fighting ability. So Shinkei is basically the best of both worlds. So then basically you see them all like playing out. They're going after the Japanese forces or the Black Knights forces, and they're like, wait, how do they know about our security system and the weak points in that? They only been for like 7 days. Yeah, well, it's the Lush guys. Then C2's like, is this the direction we should go? No, go the other way. She's like, idiot. By the way, I love all the Cheese Coon stuff. I'm not sure when they bought all this merchandise. Maybe it's made from all the tickets that she got when she was eating the pizza, but I love that she decorated the entire thing with Cheese Coons everywhere. Plush Cheese Coons here. There's even a Cheese Coon show, I believe. I'm not sure if this episode or not, but they had that whole Cheese Coon show. Then we see Tianzi is with Kaga, and they're leaving the ancient city. This is the wrong image. Not sure where that was from. Colin fights off and destroys all the helicopters. I guess Zangetsu wasn't capable of. I'm not sure. But yeah, she says this is an interesting part. They don't ever like finish this part. They don't like not finish it. They don't ever come back to it again. But Tamaki says, you know where you're going? And she goes, I do. And then he has like, how? And apparently C2 was here in the past, and she has some kind of connection to the land. But they never really say like what she meant by that. It was like, long time ago, I was there. I'm like, okay, go on. What happened? That's it. That's all you get. There's nothing else to it, I guess. Lush tries to explain to Tianzi that they need to work together to stop the Chinese, to take over the Chinese Federation and Britannia. And Tianzi didn't really understand what he was talking about. He couldn't really convince her. So ultimately, he kind of abandons it. We see the Akatsuki, I guess it's the first time. No, second time. I guess they're outside of it, which is kind of cool. Basically, what's happening here is they're transporting the nightmare frames in those containers right here. That's how they're moving things about to get to the Ikaruga, in case you're wondering. Okay, so here's what I was talking about. I believe this was the scene. So Kaguya says to her, and this really pissed me off. Kaguya said, when it comes to Shinkei, right, did you want to marry him or something? And she's like, no, we have a promise to each other that he'd protect me. There's nothing about marriage. Why are you even asking this, Kaguya? She's 12 or 13. This just like really pissed me off because everything was fine, right? There was no romantic anything between these two. That's my third burp. But then Kaguya's like, hey, did you want to marry him? What? No. What's wrong with you? It's never too young. Are you an idiot? Oh, God. Anyways, Zero comes in, and Tamaki's like, hey, buddy, what my position or something? And I think C2 called him like head of something, and it was really mean. He goes, stop making fun of me. No offense, Tamaki. You make fun of yourself. You're not, at this point, I mean, just stop talking, man. It's awful. He's just an idiot. I think Zero keeps him around because of joke. Who the hell knows? And Zero's like, I can't C just said, you can't talk to the Empress because she doesn't respond well to logical arguments. And she's like, you can't stand that. So that was a funny little scene there. I love this plan here. They apparently they had this. It seems like they're trapped, but in reality they're not. They anticipated the Chinese forces would try to come from behind and take them out, and ultimately they took that into account. So you see here they set up an ambush and destroy them. And Shinkei's like, guys, if you let me be in charge, this wouldn't have happened. Hmm. All right, you're in charge. They couldn't really interfere because it was a Chinese Federation matter until they're told to later on by the Britannian force, by the High Eunuchs. I meant to say. Then it's fast forward to the Ikaruga, and they show like they were explaining. Oh, that was really quick, and easy because they set a little ambush up there. I kind of wish they had shown what happened here. I guess they got into a conflict, defeated all their forces, and then arrived at the Ikaruga, which is kind of cool. And then you see Zero and C2 walking into the elevator, Tianzi and Kage over here, and we see Colin talking to Tamaki. When they go in the elevator, there's a part, I don't have it here, but Colin's like slurping, I think, some kind of juice with that jealous face, I guess. We get this cute scene where C2 said, "How'd you know what they were going to do?" Well, we had guys watching them, and we saw what they were doing. We took advantage of their ambush. Did you use anything like a truth serum? Yeah, it's called Geass. She laughed. It was kind of cute. Here's what I was talking about. This expression Colin made, like, you guys, seriously? So they go into the bridge, and everything's going great, and then bam, the entire front flank of Nightmare Frames are taken out by the biggest plot device Nightmare Frame in the entire show, the Shenhu. Literally only powerful in this one instance. If you want to talk about bad writing in the show, and again, most of it's pretty good to an extent, this was just the worst. I feel like a pseudo hypocrite because I said like I love this episode, but I don't know. Looking back at it now, I'm not sure if I really feel that way anymore. When they tried to explain this thing, basically, I think it was Rockshaw was like, "We built it many years ago," or something like that, or not her. Her team built it, half of it, anyways, and that half apparently works for the Chinese Federation. I think she name dropped someone too, but I wasn't really paying attention. She did name drop someone who worked on it, and apparently because it's so strangely designed. Like it doesn't use a array and wave surge. It uses something else completely different. It Number four, because it's so differently designed, no one can pilot it normally. Kind of like the Satan 8 elements. So Shinkei is a very unique individual because he actually could pilot to its full potential, or something like that. So this nightmare frame only really serves one purpose. One, it humiliates Chiba because she gets wiped out in the first second fighting it, which is kind of disappointing. And the second purpose of it is for Colin to be a moron and charge at him without recharging her nightmare frame. Now, look, if you want to get Colin out of the show, okay, go for it. Maybe she gets hurt in the battle and she can't pilot. She has to be like in a hospital for a couple weeks. I don't know. What's the way she gets eliminated here? They don't reveal her nightmare frame. Now, from what I remember in the story, they use fuel cells. The fuel cells get attached to, they basically they open a compartment in the nightmare frame and they just insert it in there. It's a pretty quick process. It takes like maybe a couple seconds. You're telling me they couldn't put that in Colin's nightmare frame before she went off to battle? What would have happened if they waited an extra couple minutes? Were they all going to die? No. I mean, for crying out loud, hold on. For crying out loud, they have two hadron cannons to the side of this nightmare frame. If for some reason Shinkei got a little bit too aggressive, they could blast them away with it. There are also slash Harkins that are the side of the Ikaruga as well. So no matter how you look at it, there was no reason for Colin to jump in the nightmare frame that quickly. No one stopped her, and no one refilled it before it happened. This is one of the dumbest parts of this show. They had to find a way to get Colin off, and they made her look like an idiot. Colin is one of the best nightmare frame pilots in the series, and she's not a moron. We know that she was an A student in school, so she's not. She definitely does act with emotion. That's one of her key characteristics. You could argue, well, she did also charged into the Geffen Disturber to save Lelouch from Suzaku, but at least in that case, it made more sense than this. In that case, Lelouch was about to get killed. They had like seconds, minutes. There wasn't much time left. I'm trying to point out. It was more time bound. Here, with it's one nightmare frame, you could have spared a couple minutes to put an energy filler into her nightmare frame. And I imagine because it's more modern now, it's probably in a faster process to refill it. So the fact that they couldn't even do that here was so stupid. Also, I thought this was a Geffen net. I didn't think these were actual missiles, but maybe I misinterpret the ability of this nightmare frame. So it's just dumb because they couldn't. I mean, I've already said before how just the fact that they're fighting in the first place was stupid enough. But you combine that with the fact that they found a cheap way for Colin to lose because he still was going to beat Shinkai. I believe CBR, since we're back to CBR again, I believe they mentioned how like Colin lost to Shinkai. No, she was about to defeat him right here, but her Nightmare Frame ran out of energy and then she lost. Her plan was pretty straightforward because he latched onto her. She was going to pull him in and then fire a radiant wave surge or blast at him. No, she clearly was going to win this fight, and so they screw over Colin three different ways. One, to make her fight a stupid plot device, power creep nightmare frame. Two, they make her look like an idiot and run out there without an energy filler, and then they make her run out of energy before she has a chance to finish him off and then lose the fight. I mean, this is the brilliant writing they came up with to take out Colin. It's all that the writers just headed out for her, you know. My God. And then of course, Sheba tries to fight against him, and she's taken out really quickly, which is great, you know, because it makes her worthless. He's like, I'm going to stab the nightmare frame. Now, this was another weird part too. Again, I hate to be so critical about this, but I love Colin's character. See her get done dirty like this just really irritated me. But he points a sword at her, right? Now, I have to question if what's faster, his nightmare frame, you know, hand-to-hand nightmare frame combat, or a gun. If they fired at him with their radiant wave missiles, which are really cool, by the way, we don't see much of it, would that not have hit his nightmare frame? I find it hard to believe that he would have stabbed the Gurren faster than the two of them shooting at him. It's really odd everyone just puts in a standstill. Now, granted, if he had used like his other weapons, there's slash Harkins on it, but it's not like a traditional slash Harkin. It's like some other thing. I don't know. This whole scene, it feels wrong, and given how Colin gets screwed over in this story, I can't stand I just can't stand this episode for that reason. Now, there's a weird part too, and I don't have it here because literally you have to watch it to see this. But when Colin is captured, okay, it was really weird. Hold on. Let's see. You know, I can't do this. Last time I got screwed over. 1 second. Hold on. Okay, right here. Okay, here's the first one. What the hell is this? You see that? Here, you gotta watch it in fast mode. I'll slow it down though, so you can actually. 1 second. Yeah, where is it? Where's my It's supposed to be like a pop player has a thing that you can use to adjust, but I don't see it. Anyway, so if you watch this, it does like a weird little shake. It's like odd. Like would a nightmare frame do that? I don't know. Shut up, Tommy, you're worthless. Right here too, right? So he's about this. Okay, one more thing. So the first one is the way it shakes up. This that's kind of weird. That's a very strange. And there's our part too. So when they're approaching, he points a sword at her. Maybe I misremember. I thought Knife did like a weird expression on its face, like it almost moved like Colin did. It didn't make any damn sense. It was only Knife was alive or something. I'm like, these are not Ava's guys. They don't do that sort of thing. And Ava might respond that way, but not a I don't know. It was just weird. Like the Gurren was almost acting as a living thing. It was really bizarre to me. Anyway, none of the nitpicks. No, all the nitpicks. F this scene. Colin deserved better. Eventually, they get bombarded by the Chinese force, which apparently they're firing with like rubber pellets because it doesn't hurt anyone apparently. And Shinkai just takes her all the way to get to the Chinese forces. And then Lucia's like, "We gotta save you, Colin. You know, I'm sorry what happened." And she goes, "I failed." She goes, "It doesn't matter. We gotta rescue her." And of course, Raksha is pissed off because she realized she should have told them about the Shenhu and not have hid it from them, and they might have lived this. This might not have happened. So, or she pissed off because they lost the girl, and who the hell knows? Detail's like, "We can't show favoritism to Colin, otherwise we're screwed." Yeah, but Colin's like an important part of our army. I said we're screwed, and then eventually Lucia's like, "No, we're going in. We're going in. Get tactical, Marines." And they went to go save her. That's a weird angle of Millie. Oh yeah, that's right. Cause you see Anya showing images of like the school and stuff, and man, these images are disturbing. That one's okay, right? But this one is not. And there's also this one, and then there's the groping one. Ugh, F Millie. By the way, there's an image here. It's not shown. I'll pull it up from my from the video. And this again, this is another really bizarre aspect to the episodes. So during the images, hold on. Again, maybe I'm just overthinking this, but she shows the images right. Okay, right before. So how does Zaku know that that's not C2? Like he's like, oh, a girl's with Lelouch. Surely wouldn't like that, dude. That's C2. Are you that dumb? Man, this episode turned everyone's brain. It's like, wow, that's C2, dude. How do you not recognize her? Zaku, you're not this stupid. My God, my God. I'm just like I'm just amazed at how stupid this episode made everybody. I'm like, that's C2, guys. I mean, Zaku, how do you not know that? And then here she shows like a picture of Lelouch or something, and I don't think Zaku sees him because he would have confirmed it right away. I need to get to it already. What are you doing? Playing Pac-Man? Get to the image. Yeah, right there of Lelouch, which is also kind of weird. Okay, anyhow, getting back to this brilliant plan. So Lelouch is going to charge at the Chinese forces. Okay, so naturally, even though somebody's going to fly, he has them all go on the ground, which makes sense. Then Shinkei pops out his nightmare frame, which is kind of cool. It's like the way they get launching is actually kind of cool compared to the theirs. And it's a pretty cool fight, but ultimately it's not going well for the the Black Knight forces. They kind of summarize it as this: because they don't have enough strong units to compete with the Shenhu, it becomes a battle between warriors, and I guess the Chinese Federation warriors are stronger than the Black Knights. That's apparently what this guy said, and Lelouch as well. Yeah, right here. See, they're all getting pummeled. They surrounded to finish them off or something. Then we get this water thing, which apparently Zero's like, I lowered it beforehand. You fool. I lowered it before you had to lower it. Oh my god, no way. Yes. That's what I have this episode. It's like, the water will shrink you guys. Ha, I knew that would happen. I shrunk it. I like got rid of it beforehand. But you didn't know how far it can go. And then everyone's stuck in like this quicksand, even though they get them out later on. So it's just like this episode's all over the goddamn place. And then eventually, he tries to face off against what's it called? Against Shinkei, Zangetsu, Toto, but it just I don't know. It's not going anywhere. This episode is so strange. Then they try to surround them, the main troops, and Lelouch fires the Hadra cannon. But they did that as like a way to go back because they couldn't save Colin. So basically, they ran away. They failed to save Colin. They failed to defeat the Chinese Federation forces. Ultimately, all this could have been avoided if they just were to Shinkei in the beginning. That's what the fight is so frustrating. They run away into the mausoleum of all the mausoleum of all the dead empresses, I believe, and they're kind of screwed, and they're just in hiding. Then of course they're like, now we're gonna betray you all. Are you idiots? Like, we literally got you this far. It's pretty stupid. They want to kill the Empress because they figured, well, who cares? We'll get someone else to replace her. Then we get the Britannian forces that are called in by the Chinese Federation. And I believe Cannon said that, like, they have to kill the Empress, not us, which makes sense. That'd be a political nightmare. And so basically, they're all screwed in a nutshell. Because they have the Empress, doesn't matter anymore because they're going to kill her, and they lost Colin. So what exactly do they have going for them? Oh, and in case you're wondering, Lucia actually is also at school in disguise. Something else too. So this was the part I was talking about. When they're... Where is it? Right over... Also here, apparently she said like Shinkei... After Lucia said that like Shinkei has like the tactical mind of his, but also the... But like the battle ability of Suzaku, apparently she's like, yeah, but the gods didn't bless him with long life. Okay, true, but still. Yeah, at the school here, look at this. They're going through the video. So if you take a look at it, oh, I missed it. Yeah, so there's goats, cheese coon. I thought it was kind of funny. The cheese coon show, and that's the episode. How's the camera doing? Ooh, okay. I think I got 10 minutes left, so I will. Ooh, I got to wear more comfortable pants while I'm doing these streams. Okay. I'll go to the comments real quick unless did I miss anything in my notes? Let me see. What Zero's plan exactly? I wish I knew. Yeah, Tamaki said he wanted the finance minister, and I find that to be hilarious because wasn't he the guy who spent all their money like idiots in the what was it stage 9 or something or 12? It was right. It was 12, right? Because right after it was right after the Naruto battle. That was kind of funny. Oh, here's another thing, another plot hole. So apparently, um, what's the name? Shinkei said the Shenhu, when fighting against Collins' Nightmare Frame, was 40% of capacity. So I was thinking, so how come it didn't run out of batteries or out of power? I guess it had more than Collins. I don't know. It's just really weird. Let's see. I don't think of anything else here. What happened? Let's see. Oh, I know what that is. Never mind. We don't have to look at that one. Okay. Yeah, I got nothing else. Yeah, this episode was kind of, I don't know. I'm gonna go back to my article. I hate this episode. I used to love it, and I realized this is crap. I mean, they did so many things. Just oh god. Okay. Okay. I'll do more. Read some comments, and I'll move on to oopsies. That's not what I wanted. I gotta close my tabs. I wanted to go into here. Okay. To be fair, Lucia's still very wary and made afraid of Schneider at some points. Maybe that's why. I guess, but really? Ichigo would be so proud. Lol, where is Byakuya? Byakuya Kuchiki is with Rukia, I guess. I'm not sure what they're up to these days, besides killing hollows. The China arc was very entertaining. A standout arc too. It was, but not always for the right reasons. Love the Cheese Coon stickers. C2 is a true collector. Yeah, she's an enthusiast, that is for sure. Of all the Cheese Coon, C2 has, I'm surprised her nightmare frames are pink and not yellow. C2, I'm not surprised her nightmare is pink and not yellow. Oh, yeah, right, should have been. That's true. I mean, okay, sure, but like, again, they don't have to do it that way, though, especially if like they could change the role to anything they want it to be, right? If Lelouch conquers the world, or at least the Chinese Federation, doesn't even have to have a political marriage in the first place. I mean, like you could change the rules. Yeah, C2 really insults Tamaki. This is Tamaki's fault, by the way, because he called her a dumbass in stage 19, and since that moment, C2 is like, you know what? You're dead to me, my friend. If Toto did kill Schneisel, the story's over, okay? There's no obstacle to stop Lelouch at this point. He can stop his father in a much easier if he stops Schneisel, like that's every conflict from this point forward would go to him. He would have won the battle in turn 18. There would have been no Flea Warhead. No, Schneisel's death there could have been like the end of everything. Yeah, it is very cool. There's nice little details there. That's very true. Vampires, huh? Okay. Hey, look, Yuri wants your story. No. I think you guys don't understand. He was going to kill Schneisel. He literally told him, like, here, maybe we're talking about something different. I don't know. We could be on a different topic, but where's my video? I gotta close it. Well, anyways, oh no, it's right here. So in the very beginning of the episode, when Toto appears, see right here, he said, "Go kill Schneisel." Toto was going to slash and kill Anya, Gino, Odysseus, Cannon, and Schneisel in one blow. He wasn't like joking about it. Toto was seconds away from killing all three of them, all four of them. No, it's five, all five of them. But you know what's funny though? If Toto was supposed to kill them, couldn't he pull out his submachine guns and wipe them out? Whatever, right? He could have submachine gunned them. I guess Toto forgot how that worked. Very true. Hey, look, at least you're giving explanations. But like, I mean, like, think about this, right? Okay, if Colin gets into the nightmare frame, she could say, "Hey guys, I'm out of battery. Can someone, fill it up before I go?" I mean, like, it's just like this is a military operation, okay, not a NASCAR race. Okay, come on now, not this way. I'm not sure we have vampires. I mean, there's the vampire of Britannia, but still. Yeah, I know they're in battle. Chiba is a little weird. I like her, but she can be a little weird sometimes. Ooh, leukemia. That's a very interesting idea. After Colin kidnapped Zero, which one of you guys refilled her energy filler? Tom, nobody, sir. She went in. Zero calls Colin. Colin, uh, yeah, I mean Zero, dumbass. Yeah, she called him a louche while she was in the nightmare frame. So we got demons and vampires. Very interesting. To be fair, Colin wasn't captured. The Satan would not have come into existence. I mean, yeah, but so what? You're telling me a rock shot couldn't have made something stronger down the road? Or you couldn't have found a way for the state for the girl to be captured without Colin, and that you still could have piloted, say, Nakatsuki. Like all you had to do, okay, all you had to do was this: the Gurren is captured, and then she uses the Akatsuki in battle or something. That's all you had to do. You didn't have to be so stupid about it. That's a much simpler approach. Basically, Colin ejects the Nightmare Frame. They capture the Nightmare Frame, and Lloyd and Cecile have their way with it. And Colin is still the Black Knight. She pilots the Akatsuki, and she's half decent with it. She's not overpowering. That's all you had to do. And then in the battle turn 18, Colin will break in there and take her Nightmare Frame back. If you want to have her talk to Nunnally and have that relationship going for some reason, you could find another way to make that happen. You don't have to go the lazy route with it. I can't let her solve their own problems in like 2 seconds of just thinking about it for a moment. Yeah, the teacher was right. No doubt, he was right. I guess so. Demons, Charles, and leukemia. Bondage. X-Fan service. Wait, don't I have that image there? Oh, maybe it's the next episode. I think it's the next episode. Is it? Let me see. Um, I closed it out because I'm smart. Give me a second. I think that was the next one where I believe it was Gino said, like, I still have, things for that pilot. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's this episode. Yeah, it's the next episode. Okay. Mm-hmm. Nightmare BDSM. Yeah. I don't know. You guys are talking about this. I'm a moron. I'm like, the problem with this with live streaming is that I talk about something, like I look at it like 20 minutes later and I forgot the hell you guys were even talking about. You're talking about this. Do do. Yeah, this weird BDSM thing they did when they locked up when he locked up Colin. It was again, it's one of the most strangest, frustrating parts of this because I didn't even think about that, but yeah, she gets humiliated as well. So she gets destroyed by Shinkai in a battle. Then she's humiliated by being tied up yeah, it's really messy. And then her nightmare frame like moves like almost like it's being raped. I don't know. It's bizarre. Weird stuff here. Yeah. I don't know, guys. Well, he technically also did in the original series, but I know what you mean. Well, here's the thing though, right? Okay. The reason why she would have won, and again, I'm not sure if the show forgot about this, but we're gonna assume that she has the full arsenal at her capability. When she fought against Gino and Anya, her nightmare frame was able to do a certain output where the arm could do two different shots. The second shot was able to like disable nightmare frame. So all she had to do was disable Shinkei's nightmare frame with that second shot and then blast him with the first one. That's all she had to do. She was getting close in range with him. So my assumption was if she gets in close range, she'll either grab onto his nightmare frame like the Gurren normally does, or fire the second scatter shot to disable it. Either way, because she got in close with him, it would have been over. That's why she was going to win. Shinkai doesn't understand how the Gurren works, although apparently he's been following them because he mentioned to Colin and I don't know, was it turn 4 or something? Like I keep a close eye on you guys or something. No, it was turn 3. It was turn 3. So he is aware of what they're doing. At the same time, though, because she closed the distance, Shinkai would have been screwed. That's why. If they were like miles apart, and then Shinkai said, "I'm going to crush you," I would say you're right. But because they're in close range, Colin was going to win the battle. I mean, you literally saw her powering up her arm, and then she loses. You know, it's not like it was. Yeah, I don't agree with the analysis, but I can see your point. Another group in the Botanic forces. Russians. That'd be kind of cool. I like the Russians. Yeah, why not? Yeah, it was pretty stupid. Bondage crap. It's weird but interesting. I agree. Right, exactly. That's very true. She might be bi. Again, I'm not sure what she is. He recognized C2 when she appeared by the in stage 11. He recognized her. So I don't buy that. But sure, if you want to go with that, I just don't. Yeah, right. How can I write with C2? How many girls do you know that have golden eyes and green hair? Nobody. The only person who has yellow eyes in the story is Valletta. No one else has golden eyes. And green hair? Who has green hair besides C2 in the story? There might be someone like a random like person in the crowd, but how many people have green hair that you know of in this story? I don't know. I'll do some research, but I'm pretty sure it's not many, if any. Not many, if any. That's funny. Vegas. Oh, Snake. Solid Snake. Yeah, like how many? That's another thing too, right? You can go even further with this, right? If you're Suzaku, how many girls do you know with golden eyes and green hair that also hang around with Faluche? I mean, come on, man, you can't be this stupid. Guys lost is dying in more ways than one, if you know what I mean. Dumbass. Oh man, that's seven show. I was never a fan, but I do like Foreman. He was really great. He was one of the best parts of that show. Who knows? Maybe it was Geass magic. Maybe Suzaku was half asleep. You know, that wouldn't surprise me. You can. That's what fanfic is for. Wow. Is there a source for that? I want to look it up later. Apparently, it was censored. I'm gonna look this up. Turn 10 censorship. Um, well, I gotta first spell it right. Turn 10 censorship. Okay, I'll look it up later. That's interesting. Um, okay. Less death in a mud bath. Yeesh. Um. Oh, the lower ones didn't. That's true. I'm talking about the bigger ones. They could have flown. Yeah, I guess you're right. It's just that why was Toto on the ground? That was kind of weird. Wait, are you talking about the film? I think she knew it was. Well, I think she knew. I think he knew it was Sayako. Yeah, it's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, well, say I thought. Oh, I'll say I'm pretty sure. Okay, fair point. Fair point. I stand corrected. Hmm. Then I don't know. Then is that? Oh, right, because he did the. What is it called? He messed with the platforms. That right, the water. Right. I was just saying, like, didn't here. I'll read you what I remember from this. One second. Let me go to the transcript real quick. This is what I remember him saying. Maybe I was being a little hyperbolic. That is very true. But he was saying why is my bear still running? Okay, it's gonna die very shortly. But hold on. He was saying in 10. He said where was it? Shinkei, your plan was to rip down the bank of the waterway, but I lowered the water level before the battle. You think it's another trap you zero? That's why you lost. So basically, Lelouch thought he was using the water against them, but he lowered it so it wouldn't harm them. But what happened was because the land still was affected in a way that Lelouch didn't know, he got screwed anyways. That's what I remember. Like I knew you would do that, and I anticipated it, but I still lost. You know that type of thing. Um, I don't know. Like what that do was with Colin though. No one knew about it except for like a couple members of the problem with that logic is wouldn't it have come up like if that was an issue, wouldn't that have came up in turn 19 when they got Colin back? I don't know. I don't think that would have mattered. They're gonna have lose massacre the Geass or like Colin wouldn't have I mean Colin had to partake in it. I know they used the zero squad to do it, but he wouldn't have brought her with him. With him. I don't buy that. It's a fair argument, but I don't think I would have. I don't like that too much. You could have done it another way. Yeah, there's no one else. Honest to God, this is just bad writing. It's not Zaku being dumb. The writers just stink. Oh, those are both wrong for so many different reasons. Yeah. It's not a bad thing, but the problem is, the problem killing the Geosaur is not that it's a bad thing. It's just the fact that it's who you killed, you went after. If Lucius targeted the leaders and V2, fine. He killed children and he killed women and children, scientists who were not soldiers that couldn't defend themselves. That's the problem with it. He massacred innocent people. They're all just, some of these people are just average workers and mind their own business, and that's it. Here today, gone tomorrow. It was kind of depressing. What do you got for me? Oh my! Oh yeah, I saw this. The lower tier ships. That one is okay. This one is awful. Um, that one's not even a ship. This one I is okay, sort of, I guess. Um, no, no. Oh God, no. What is with this crap? I've seen this before. It's really funny. Leia, oh, I don't do this, Google. I want to die. Man, that is some fantastic artwork. Oh, I didn't show you? Hold on. Sorry, guys. Here it is. There you go. I think that's the last one. Yeah. All right, I got to change my battery real quick, and then we'll be back. Um, whoopsies. Yeah, the BKs weren't better. I definitely agree with that one. The BKs weren't better than the Black Knights. In that regard, that's very true. All right, I will be right back. Got to change my. Um. Okay, I guess that looks okay. I don't know. I think I smacked my microphone. I was messing around with it. Okay. Comments. Oh, actually, a couple of things. Fix this. Show that. All right. Now to the comments. Burger King. Say, get me a Big Mac. A big Gurn Mac, I guess. Yeah, there was a whole manga they made many years ago. Hmm. I should read that. I went through many like a couple years ago. Maybe it was 2019. I don't remember much of that story. Anywho, we gotta get through the next episode. We've already passed. I wanted to make this stream 2 hours, and we're already 2 hours and a half. So, good thing the next episode is there's not too much to discuss. It was pretty straightforward. So let me just go get to that real quick. And this is not what I wanted to do, but here we are. This actually is how it ends. Okay, this is correct. Okay. All right, so this is the first part of the episode. So when after Lucia's done talking to all the student members, Rollo takes him downstairs. It's actually Sayako, but you think it's Lelouch, and then it turns out Sayako wearing the mask. Now I don't know where this mask came from. I have theories because one plot hole you can say is okay. If there's a mask that can disguise your face, how come no one else has it? So I have a couple of theories behind this. The main one is that I think Rakshata worked on this during that 1 year gap between R1 and R2. And I think they made it specifically for Lelouch. The only thing that kind of disproves this theory is that Dieter and Rakshata don't know about who Lelouch is. That's how I was like, they made it for Lelouch specifically. That's why they couldn't make it for anyone else. But the problem is, no one else knows Lelouch's identity except for Colin and C2. And Psycho learns about it in turn 8. So I don't know if the mask was made specifically for Lelouch. I also don't know. It gets more confusing because if they did know it was for a high school student, then maybe Dieter knew it was. Because like Dieter kind of suspected Lelouch was, or Zero was a high school student, so maybe he told Psycho about it. But still, the whole mask part is just kind of weird. It's never truly explained. I wish they said like a throwaway line that like it was made for Lucia's face. It can't be replicated for X, Y, and Z or something, or if it could be remade, but it's not going to happen. A simple throwaway line would have been sufficient here. You don't have to go too crazy about it. But not explaining altogether is not a good thing either. So it was not my favorite scene. It's a plot thing they used throughout the show. They could have done a little better job with that. Apparently, Rollo was saying, like, Sayako, you're too nice to everybody. You got to, like, Lucia's, like, really kind of cold and you're too friendly. So stop that. Apparently, they mentioned how, like, Lucia's pinned down the Chinese Federation. They're in the mausoleum, which, again, they're being bombardment because obviously they don't care about the Empress. Dieter's like, oh, God, we're screwed. Also, they're waiting for, like, Indian reinforcements, which I'm pretty sure is never discussed again. But they were trying to get reinforced from the Indian military, and they don't show up in this episode. So I guess they just dropped that plot hole. I'm sorry, that plot point at the end of this episode. Then we see again, Kage and the Empress are kind of hiding in fear as things go the way they do. Shinkai is upset because the Chinese Federation is betraying them to work with the Britannians. Zhao is locked up with the classic ball in the mouth. And so she's, he was like, don't interfere in our country. And Chinkai's like, Gino's like, we don't care. Plus, you deliver the Gurren, and I have unfinished business with her. Ladies and gentlemen, if Colin got humiliated by piling a nightmare frame with low energy without getting it refilled, and also being tied up literally by Shinkai, we get a Hannibal Lecter treatment where she's like, these are the moments in R2 that are so silly and ridiculous to me. I mean, all you had to do for Colin in this situation is that you point a bunch of guns at her. She's not going to jump in the air and fight them. I mean, she wants to live, obviously. You handcuff her and you move her like anyone else. I know that she's aerobically gifted, but everyone has guns. Where's she going to go in the Avalon exactly? There's so many like questions the show like doesn't even like bother thinking about. I mean, I get, or how about this, right? If you're going to have her like this, which is fine, then make it less erotic. Just have her. I don't know anything about this. God, I can't think of a better way. I guess you handcuff her and you handcuff her legs and her feet. That's it. And she walks around. That's all you have to do. Handcuff the legs and the feet and she walks forward. That's it. You don't have to put her on a freaking slant. She's not Hannibal Lecter, okay? I get the symbolism, guys. I get the symbolism. The Gurren's locked up, and so is she. I get the symbolism here. Even the hearts are like the same type. You see how one is by the head and one is by the midsection? So I see what you guys were doing, okay? I get it. But like, really, this is a nightmare frame, and this is Colin, okay? And the Lancelot's by the way here, and Zaku is here. Okay, I get the symbolism, okay? I get it. But like, my God, this is the wrong approach to take. So are they suggesting that they raped the Gurren and Colin in this scene? Like, not physically, but mentally, or embarrassed both of them? I don't even want to know, okay? Again, the nightmare frames are not Avas. They're not living things that we lobotomize and turn into robots, okay? They're just machines. Don't make them say they're living things. They're not. It's a really weird design choice. I know I've been kind of like critical on the show's handling of Colin. That's because I like the character. So, I don't have to explain it further. Total's like, I'm going to come in the battle and stop them. And he kills a bunch of people with his machine guns, which is kind of cool. Epic scene. And then Chino's like, they brought someone who could pilot besides the Gurren girl. Guys, is Asahina and Chiba like, nothing to these people? They're very good Nightmare Frame pilots. That's such crap. The only reason why Chiba and Asahina lose because they have inferior models. But if they had the same as you guys, you would also be screwed. Also, we got this nice scene where Lush tells C2, if we lose, make sure you get a nightmare frame and escape. She's like, if you come up plan, we won't lose. I'm not sure how I feel about this scene. And one, it's very charming and touching how he's like, even though C2 can't die, he still wants her to get to safety. At the same time, though, did he think they were going to lose this battle? I guess he had some doubts. Anyways, C2 joins the battle in the Akatsuki. And she's pretty talented too, so I guess they don't care about her ability either. It was a pretty good, I would say, fight all around. Oh, this part apparently, I'm not sure the images over here, but all the actors are like, is Millie okay? I don't get this Chinese Federation thing. Honey, you're not alone. So the Mordred gets involved and she shoots everyone with her Hadra cannons from her side, which is really cool. The Mordred, by the way, as a nightmare frame, is very well designed. It has like this shield that surrounds it, which Zaku used in turn 6. It can fire Hadra cannons from the side. It's got the main star cannon, which is the front. It's the Mordred is well designed. I even love like the whole cockpit interface of it. It's just fantastic. Shinkai tried to stop her, but Gino stopped him. She even said, how come they can't use the Mordred's cannon? They said, well, they have to kill the Empress, not us. Then Zero's like, listen, guys, I want you to tell me why you hate the people so I can record and use it later. And that's exactly what they did. They say how they're insects and they'll breed, and who cared about the people and stuff? It's all about us. It's all about us. And eventually, he records it and says, okay, I'll kill you guys. Well, later on, he kills them. But here it was just to talk and get the recording of them. Now, there's a cool part here. I think I've said before many times, but when, not here. So this scene here, this is the only time in the whole show's history that I know of where C2 fights Suzaku because she's in a peak in Katsuki, and Suzaku kicks her nightmare frame. I believe she kind of flies away, but there's no conclusion to the battle. But it's kind of cool. They two of them actually fight in this episode. You don't see a cockpit reaction from either one of them, but it is cool that the two actually do fight. This scene here with Gino, he's fighting against the Shenhu. So his frontal thing here, it hits the blast of the Shenhu's main gun. I forgot the name of it. Here's the Mordred action. Again, it's pretty cool stuff. If you love nightmare frames, you definitely love this episode because there's so much crazy, chaotic fighting happening in the background. It makes the death count can be really hard to do. I'm like Gimli right now. I can't drink properly. Then eventually, the Empress runs on top of the nightmare frame. I mean, the Ikaruga. Kaguya couldn't join her for whatever reason. The left float unit of the Shinkai the Shenhu was damaged, and he protects her anyways with his nightmare frame. And she's like, they have this nice moment here. And again, I never saw it as like lovers. I thought this was just, brother and sister or just friends. I don't know. It was just really weird. Also, God, Tianzi is so pale. Anyways, they're all about to die. And then Lush comes in there and says, okay, I'll save you now. I could have worked with you in the beginning and Colin would have been captured, but we're doing it now. Bam, the Shinkiro. Was it a plot contrivance? No, it was not. He stayed it to the very end. Why? Voice died out there. Why? Because why not? You always Lelouch always has a hand to play in all the battles. We saw this, by the way, in episode 9, so not a contrivance. And apparently they used the Gwain's druid system to create the shield, which are, impenetrable, which is really cool. And for Lelouch, that makes sense because he's a more of a tactical guy. He's not really a hand-to-hand combat nightmare frame pod. He's more of a distance. So he fired this really cool prism, reflects a bunch of light, and wipes out all their troops. And this fat piece of crap is in shock. The blast even hurts the Mordor, which is kind of cool. When the Mordor encounters, I believe, is it at this point yet? Okay, we're not there yet. When the Mordor encounters C2, it like falls over because she like her memories come back or something, which makes sense, which we'll get to later on. Anyway, so I guess they're in waiting at this point, and then, oh, that's right, they sent the message to everyone, the Chinese Federation, like the people, because Lush took that recording of what happened. So now all the forces, I believe, are rebelling now. I believe that's what's happening here. And then, of course, Lush tells Shinkei that, yeah, work with me, I'll help you out. And again, like, why not do this earlier? Who the hell knows? Yeah, see, everyone's rebelling. They spread the whole message to everyone else. This scene was very shonen-y. I don't know what it is, but it's very cringy because he's like, we'll get the whole Chinese Federation in there. We need reinforcements. And D-Tard's like, yes, the reinforcements are here. And then you see Chiba and C2 saying, we'll bring the fight to them. And I'm like, guys, this is so silly because, okay, D-Tard's right. They have reinforcements. They'll help them out. But how are they going to help them out in this very battle? Are they going to get a bunch of nightmare frames and charge in? No, they're still screwed. So maybe like weeks in the future, they'll have in the future, I said that right. They'll have troops to help them out. But in this moment, how are these rebellion Chinese individuals, civilians, going to help them? They're not. It was really weird. I get where they were going with it, but it was kind of dumb. Anyways, the two of these, so C2 and Chiba, tag team against Anya, and because C2 is known to interact with different Geass powers in the past, she kind of fudges up her whole situation. She goes to a bunch of her memories and falls to the ground. And Asuna almost finished her off, but, well, didn't because of Gino's help. But Mordred almost died because of C2's code getting involved with Anya. She goes like, oh, that's what you did. Talk about Marion. Basically, the show tells you right here what happened if you were, if you could figure it out through the subtle hints. Eventually, they pull out the battle because Schnazza says that people are not, land isn't just dirt, and people are important. So he leaves them to their fate because the high eunuchs no longer have the authority of the Chinese people. Then Shinkei comes in there. He kills all the high eunuchs, rescues his girlfriend, which I guess Tianzi wasn't aware of. But like, this is his girlfriend, okay? This is the couple, guys. There is nothing else. Then we see Lloyd and Cecile analyzing the Gurren, and then we see Colin humiliated for the second time in as many as one episode. I mean, like, just damn, guys, really. Then they tell Bartley, "Hey, Bartley, you made me, so, well, finish the job." All right, and that's what happens. Then we see, this part really fudged me up. Then we see Tianzi crying because she's with Shinkei. She's like, I'm so happy. By the way, Chiba is blushing. Honey, this is wrong. Oh, God. See, I thought it was just friends. But then what happened was, D-Tard's like, we should marry Tianzi. A good plan. And then Kaguya's like, no, don't do that. What the hell? And, I mean, here's the other thing, too, that's kind of stupid about this, right? I just realized something. I just occurred to me. Okay. Marrying her off would be a good idea. How? Didn't this whole conflict start because of a wedding that they didn't want to happen? Now, granted, also because the Hyenas were going to surrender the empire to Britannia and become Britannian nobles, but still, like, the wedding was the key factor to the whole thing to begin with. So why would you want to cause another conflict with another forced wedding? It's just really stupid. I don't know. Again, it's like, part of the episode was brilliant, part of it was dumb. But what I'm frustrated about is how we're talking about these people is that they're a couple. They're not a couple. These two are whatever. I like how Rockshot made fun of D-Tard. That was great. And then C2's even like, "What are you doing?" And Lucia's like, "I can use my gas, everyone. So why don't I?" Tom gets like, "Hey, buddy, I need a job." And Lucia's like, "I don't care." Then apparently Shirley calls him at the right time and he discusses about a couple for family politics. I'm like, wait, you want to break up a couple for family politics? Just say friends. They're not a couple. Oh, wow. So weird. And then she's like, love is power. Like they're talking about Shinkai and Tiana if they're some kind of romantic couple. But then she asks Lelouch, wait, if you ever loved someone before? And he goes, oh yeah, I love Nunnally. So that's why I was like, okay, maybe it's just siblings. It's not, it's not romantic. But I have no idea because Kaguya ruined the show. And then when Shirley gives the most helpful advice in the series, Lelouch cuts her off. I find it amusing that Lelouch took political advice from an 18-year-old, an 18-year-old who had her memories messed up twice. Like if people knew that Lelouch got his political advice from like teenagers, I think they would think differently about him. It's like, I had a second thought. Tianzi, you be whoever you want. And where'd you get the idea from? Um, my girlfriend, I think, from high school. Oh wow, pretty weird stuff. But he tells Tianzi, you can be whoever you want. Okay, don't be with Shinkai then. Whatever. And apparently, the power of the heart is more important than anything else. And they form some kind of union, and then they're friends again, or they're friends now. Meanwhile, Shirley's like, "Oh, hey, Luce, we were just talking. We were. Oh, I gotta kiss you now because I want you to find the book thing." Even though Saiko could have done like 1,000 different things to stop Shirley, this was the her best approach. She could have thrown a smoke grenade just to like I don't know, and then while it's closing, there were so many different options. She could have grabbed her hand and got her going in our direction. The kiss was so stupid. The reason why the kiss was stupid too is because it has no plot relevance in the story whatsoever. You would think that because the first kiss had a lot of plot relevance when that's after her father died and the whole conflict with him and her at the funeral. This one has absolutely no relevance and gets joked around in some kind of comic relief slash filler in episode 12. So this kiss was really embarrassing and insulting Shirley's character. Meanwhile, C2 and Lucia's side, well, Lucia tells C2, we're not going to save Colin yet. We got to first go to Area 11 because he has prepared to conquer the Tokyo settlement to again rescue Colin and also not only too. Then we get this nice part where Luce takes his clothes off or part of it, and so does C2. And he explains to her that he took over Britannia, Chinese Federation rather, so he could find the order. Apparently, C2 said when a new person's in charge, they change location. So that means they've been in the Chinese Federation for quite a long time now. We get this wonderful view, which obviously had no there was no evil intent behind that view. And then he tells her, stay here for orders. If you learn something new, let me know. He goes back to Japan through the water system, or underwater system rather, in this what is this, a stadium that apparently not used anymore. I think they used this in one of the Kogias Genocide Code episodes. I'm not sure, and I think it was a birthday episode or event. Then Shirley's really upset because Luce just kissed her accidentally, and the story doesn't even care. It's like, oh, here's Gino, here's Anya. They're in high school now. Shirley got her memory, her whole heart shrunk, shattered here, and the plot doesn't care. If you want, this is kind of a funny way, but if you want an example of this story's relationship to Shirley, it's like this. They could have had a nice moment here, and instead, the Knights around ruin it. It's like basically Shirley's character and the plot, it just doesn't care. It's really depressing. We didn't need the Knights around in the school. It was a waste of time. At least in the films, it made more sense. Suzaku sent them to spy on Lelouch. What was the purpose here? So they could experience what high school was like. That was more important than Shirley's development? Really, guys? Really? Okay. Thanks so much. You have any other notes? I don't think so. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, Yeah, I got nothing else. This episode was pretty. It was okay. It's just stuff like it's funny because Shirley and Colin both were done dirty in the same episode. Very good stuff, guys. Take the two female characters we like a lot and make them both worthless. At least C2 is still relevant. Okay, I'm now going to read some more comments, but oh damn it! I think my 1 second. I'm gonna read some more comments, and while I do that, I'll play some Janitary code. Do 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 do. Psycho is a ninja, and just always happen to have a plethora of tools at their disposal. I would have liked an explanation. Maylush made the creators of the mask forget about it. So what you're saying is, but what do you guys think of this image of Colin? Do you think it's too much, or hold on? Here's like this new art of Colin. I unlocked her on Friday. I was really excited, but just out of curiosity, what do you guys think? Is this too much or just enough? That's not what I wanted. I meant this. What do you guys think? Too much fan service or a good amount? I don't know. I go back and forth with this image of Colin. I think it's cool she's wearing the kimono, but like the angle of her legs and her, I don't know. It's kind of annoying. I'm gonna stick to this image, but I just want your guys' thoughts. If you think that was too much or just right. So Ayano is actually much more respectfully designed. I'm gonna go back to this. Anyway, I got to do dual mode, so I'll go to it real quick. They're gonna they're gonna rank people after this. I'm very excited to see where I'm gonna be. I don't think I'll be E ranked, but we'll find out. I'll just get a battle going while I read some comments. Can I win this one? I might have a chance. We'll try it. I might get totally owned. We'll see. And yes, okay. All right. Speaking of Darker Than Black, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's kind of funny how Hay and Ember are kind of similar to Lush, and C2 beside design splitters. You think they're similar or not? I have not seen Darker Than Black, but you know what I did see actually? I watched. It's kind of weird. I watched the Demon Slayer movie, Mugen Train, and then I watched the first 6 episodes. I'm not sure why I went in that order, but I did, and it's pretty good so far. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely enjoying it. So. Actually, yeah, I'll just play no more speed. Colin for getting embarrassed by Nightmare with low energy type of Hannibal Lecter style. I hate my life. Yeah, it's really embarrassing. You didn't have to go that route. Let's see. Why did you guys trap her to torture chair? Cart. She is very dangerous. Guys, I can die machine gun fire. I'm pretty sure I can handle her in handcuffs. Dude, you best comment. Absolutely. 100% accurate. If he can dodge bullets, why would they lose? Very good point. This is a good fight. I think we're pretty even here. But Kyo is really powerful. He's like the strongest character in the game, or one of the strongest characters in the game. Oh god, no, he's cheating. That's cheating, Nolly. You can't do that. That's bullcrap. Stop. Oh fudge. This is gonna be a really ugly battle, isn't it? Anyways, I have a feeling the R2 Rs hate Colin so much decided to sabotage a character to piss the fans who did. I think so. There's probably some truth to that because, like, why would they do that? Like, she had a really good arc going too. Yeah, I'm going to say there's already more stuff. Okay, I'll check the memes. Let's see. What do you got for me? Comment. I love comment. Comment is have they lost anyone yet? Looks like they're still going pretty strong. I think they've already lost both C2s. Okay, took them out. Nice. All right, I think we won this battle, but I can skip it. I think we got this. Okay. So where was the one that the janitors? Let's see.
That is a motion-activated sentry gun. Whoever took Monolith
oh my god!
down here. Nah, that's the school. Every 2 weeks they send a janitor here to get mowed down right before payday. It's horrible. They're trying to cut down on tuition costs. But they're still so high. I mean, yeah, you know how expensive it is to fire one of those things? They save money by killing janitors, but waste money when they kill the janitors. Well, maybe they just really hate janitors. Yeah, or maybe private schooling just hates low-income families. Yeah, suck it, private schooling. We go to private schooling. I know, they can still suck it.
Oh, oh, Team Deathmatch. Team Deathmatch.
Hey, I want in on that pizza. Wait, who's that now? Well, you see, I was video, we're going to be explaining Ichigo's pizza guy. No, he wasn't talking to you. Hey, Colin, you know what I just realized? Oh, great. As if this wasn't confusing enough. Guess what's going on right now? Wow. I didn't even know these things could get far away. Team Deathmatch. 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 Stop it! Team Death. Hey. Team Deathmatch. Stop it!
He played a song, that's why I skipped it out. But yeah, that's still funny though. I think he put the sound recording on. I think that's what happened. Honestly, I don't know. I assume that's what happened. Yeah, I've only lost one battle. My ranking's only C. How the hell did that happen? Whatever. I guess I'll beat this one next. I guess the recording was played. I don't remember, honestly. The Trishan's a really cool nightmare frame. The design, the execution, all that stuff. It's good stuff. During Gino and Shinkei's fight, Gino catches the Shinkei's Harkins while the Tristan fingers. Gino's really underrated. I mean, if you got a Ninth Generation nightmare frame. The Gino and Shinkei fight. Gino catches Shinkei's Harkins with the Tristan's fingers. Look, he's very powerful. He's just annoying. I don't deny his talent. The man is good. Oh, really? It's a nice figure. I won't lie. It's pretty cool. Let me just speed it up. Unless you want to see Colin in action for some stupid reason. Are we losing? What the fudge? We should be losing this battle. Like two Gwaines shooting each other. What the fudge? It looks so stupid. It's like an X. They crossed the streams. Everything should have blown up. It's like Ghostbusters. They crossed the streams right there. Oh my god! It's like everything's mirrored. So weird. I love this mode, but it's also kind of stupid at the same time. I don't know. I like mixed feelings about this battle. This battle mode. I mean, it's cool, but I wish you could use more control. I wish I had more control of what's happening. I can't do much. I can't use Geass powers. I can't control my characters do anything. It's all automated. I'm literally just watching a simulation for like an hour. It's like an RTS game, but only less fun. No, C2 is a really good Nightmare Frame pilot. Absolutely. Vincent, yeah, the Vards are cool too. Shakira's first period was perfect. Yeah, well, it was. It came at the right time and saved everybody. Waiting for it to come out in this game, though. Yeah, no, you're right. I know. It's just still weird, though. Oh, God, yes. I know about that, unfortunately. Okay. So if I go back for a second. Oh, they changed it. Did I get anything out of this? I thought I got a prize if like I thought if I have like the highest score I get something out of this, like an actual something. Yeah, I'm a C rank, so shouldn't I get like 6, 8? That's all you get? Wow, these bastards. Why only S ranks get like a new cool code link? Well, that's really lame. How am I not an S rank? I don't even lose. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's true. I think it's because maybe the first time they didn't know how to deal with it, but once they learned about how it worked, it wasn't that powerful. If you remember, I believe it was what's his face? Bradley said, like, without the shield, your nightmare frame is basically worthless. I believe it was his exact words. So the point is, um, the point is, like, even though it was very powerful, once we learned the weakness of it, it kind of died out pretty quick. Yeah, it was messed up. China did some really bad stuff back in the day. I remember someone in my school, I was in high school, they had a whole presentation about it, about like how they used to mess with people's feet. And I was like, what the hell has actually happened? What's wrong with people? I remember thinking that when I was in high school. Yeah, we get it all here. We get it all. So what's Renya's? I want to watch Renya's combat here. So what does he do? He jumps up. Oh, just like the manga. That's so cool. One day I'll get Renya. One day I'll get him. He's so cool. It's so disgusting. Fudge it. After this battle, I'll do one quick summoning. Maybe I'll get him. I won't, but maybe. Okay. Let me skip this, actually. I don't care who wins. Hopefully we did. Yes. I'm still a C rank. I'm like, why am I C rank? I'm being old like these. Whatever. You know what? That's exactly what happened. I love that scene in Full Metal. It was one of the best in the show. Wow, these are really good teams. Oh my god, I don't think we have a chance against any of them. I'm barely beating the ones as is. We could try this one, but I'm not. I don't think so. Dietar's a sociopath and a psychopath. He doesn't really care about. He only cared about creating a new world. He doesn't care about who he hurts to do it. He's nuts. Yeah. I hope that's what it was going on because I hope she wasn't excited the fact that why did I lose more points? I don't know. I'm lost. I have no idea how this crap works. The whole scoring system of this game is like so strange to me. It's like you can. How did I go to like a lower percent because I beat a weaker opponent? I don't know. I was like really high up. Now I'm really low. I don't get it. I defeated a pretty strong opponent. I thought. I guess I thought wrong. Who the hell knows? Friend zoned. He abandoned her. That's like a nice way of putting it. Oh, welcome, buddy. You made it just in time. I'm gonna do a summoning of a level 4 character right after this because I'm bored. See, that's what I was thinking, right? Let's hope that's what's going on. Sure, Shirley. 18, but still, yeah. Yeah, they covered her mouth so you couldn't even eat. Like, what the hell was that about? Oh, that's what that was. I'm so stupid. So when I was playing this game earlier today, I went to the homepage and there was like some gifts I received. I was like, where'd that come from? Well, apparently that was from my ranking in dual mode. Okay, now it's all making sense. I was like, where did that come from? Oh, it was the dual mode because they re-ranked me and gave me all the cool items. Awesome. So what's going to happen in the future is once I get a really powerful team and I rank really high in the dual mode, I'll get all the cool stuff. Yes. One of these days, I'm going to be the best team on this. I'm going to be one of the best teams out here. Even though I don't pay any money, I'm going to make it happen. We can't beat this team. I could probably beat this team though. Hmm. The side was trying to screw her, and he goes after him, even though he kills Lloyd as well. God, vampires! I'm just imagining vampires in Code Geass. This guy would fight them off. Look at him. Yes, I want to pay money. Let's go. Gino and Anya are just something else for sure. Very true. Ooh, nice wallpaper. Oh, you mean the Janissary code? Yeah, actually, I enhanced it. So originally, it was just a nice. So what I did was with the Janissary code wallpaper. Let me just let me see. Yeah, here I actually enhanced it for my taste. But yes, I think it's what you're talking about. For sure. I know why he didn't do that. Yeah, it's pretty cute. Yeah, it's a little awkward. I agree. The wiggly motion. Okay, but why would Gino be there? I guess. Or okay, here's I'll say this much. It's okay if they go to the school theoretically. It's just that why they have to put that scene with Lelouch and Shirley possibly having a moment. That's what pissed me off. They basically ignored one important scene for something that was not as important. Like you could have had a scene any point in the next episode where Gino and Anya are just like, sitting down in class or something. Or, hello, people, we now have 2 new students joining us, and then end it that way. You didn't have to have them come in the middle of that moment. That's what pissed me off about it. She's very good. Can you send me that for research? Right, I need it for research. Yeah, I can send it to you. It's fine. I think her breasts every time. I think, yeah, they make it like the most important thing. Not bad. You know what? Why? I'm trying to remember. Do they ever interact in the game? Even in what's it called? The events. I don't think they ever talk once. But you're right. When she talked about that, good point. It's true. Colin's breasts are like Nezuko from Demon Slayer. They can change any time they have her. Yeah, her breasts are like Nezuko. They can change shape at any time. If you guys have seen Demon Slayer, I will. Give me a second. No. I know it's translated. I will definitely watch it though. I'll read it. I don't watch anything. I'll read it. I did several times. Hellsing Bridge is awesome. Okay. Um, yeah, it's pretty cool. Lots of training and I guess good genetics. I don't know. Look. It's an anime, all right. They've established characters can run this fast. I'm not sure what the how exactly. It's a good point. He just can. What was the Transfederation capital in the anime? The base of operations. You're talking about the Geass Order? Oh, the Forbidden City. That's what you meant. Okay, I wasn't sure what you were referring to. That'd be cool too. Yeah, we'll take all the characters. Okay. All right. Now we'll do one force summoning. I don't care what I get. I don't care. So shut up, Colin. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. We'll do one for summoning. Here we go. I don't care what I get. Look what we got, boys. That looks familiar. I love this. The irony of this is so unbelievable. Okay, for those who don't know, all right, for those who don't know, I'll get a little backstory here. When Colin was first revealed in the game, I spent almost all of my money to try to unlock her. It was insane. I think I did like 4 or 5 rounds and didn't get her once. And I used these tickets and get her in the first try. Damn. You know what? All right. You know what, Ryan? You told me to summon. I hope you're happy. We got what we wanted. So thank God. I got both Collins now. Awesome. Let's go see her what she looks like.
私はずっとブリタニアに大切なものを奪われてばかりだった。
Oh. No. I wasn't clear. I meant hold on a second. Colin, I like you, but can you be quiet for 2 seconds? Okay. I meant this. So see this here? This I was talking about. I didn't spend all money in the game. I should be more clear. The game has its own. The game has in-game currency called Dite. So I spent that on the game. No, I didn't spend my own money. Don't ever spend your money in this game. It's not worth it. Okay. So you see here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So at this point here in the game, see this? You can spend your Dite to buy stuff. So I was spending 3,000 a piece to try to get Colin. That's all I was saying. No, I didn't spend my own money. Okay. Even if I was a millionaire, I wouldn't do it. Oh my God, this is so cool. Oh my God. So awesome. I mean, you guys don't understand. You don't understand how I spent so much time trying to get her during that event and got nothing. I just like, hey, let's do a random 4-star, see what happens. Like, here's Colin. Okay, no complaints. Now I can do this now. Hold on. Let me remove so I can do this. I can get rid of let me get rid of Toto. No offense to her. We don't need her. We'll put in Colin. So now I have I got Colin and where's the other Colin? Oh, there she is. And Ino, and Cecile. And we can even do this now. Check this out. So I'll take out Colin, keep this Colin, Lelouch, and get rid of him. I'm gonna do something I really hate, but I'm just for jokes. Just for jokes. I don't mean this. It's just a joke. Okay. We got Lucius harem. I'm just kidding. We're only missing C2. Then I'll have the whole harem. I don't count Kaguya because she's not actually there's like no mutual interest. There you go, guys. The harem. Yeah. Fun fact: what if Kogias had A with the nightmares? Well, if they had Avas, that means there's angels, right? If there's angels, then there's Adam and Lilith. If there's Adam and Lilith, then you have like the human instrumentality project. If that exists, then there's also Karu and oh god, can we? Wow. Well, I'll say this much: the Kogias role would go to the crapper because I mean, are they gonna ever stop Gendo? I don't think so. I actually put time into the room this time. So I have like a table here where they can eat. They want to study. They have that. And also to have a conversation. I think this bed's getting in the way. Hold on. I got to get rid of it. I like the futon, but I think it's too much. There we go. Now there should be no interruptions. They have all their moments. I imagine if Dash talks to Lelouch, you would get the whole Spider-Man pointing meme. That's what you probably get for like the first couple minutes. Lelouch with his harem. When I unlock C2, I'm gonna have all of them together and take a photo. Be like Lelouch's harem. Oh, I guess a joke. I hate Colin's open outfit here, but I'm still happy I got her. What else do I have anyways? Let's see. I have 9 beds. What am I going to do with 9 beds? There's no room for 1, let alone 9. That's crazy. 9 beds. What am I going to do with 9 beds? So weird. Some of the items in this game are like really weird. Like, why would I want 9 of those? I think 1 is enough. Or too much. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I could put a bed out there, but apparently they're too stupid to know how to use it. Like I can put it here, and they're gonna crash into it because these people are. They gotta fix the collision of these characters. I don't know. Who knows? That's their choice. Um, I have not seen it. I heard mixed feeling about the film, so I'll say as much. I heard that it very heavy nostalgia bait, and apparently there's like a lot of I don't want to. I know. Okay, I'll say as much. I know what happens in the film. I won't spoil it for you guys, but I will say that a lot of people really loved it. I have not seen either. I'll wait for DVD. I'm not that impatient. You know, I can. I got more things to do. Like I got to watch Demon Slayer now, and probably like a bunch of other cool anime. I'm rewatching Eureka Seven for like the thousandth time because I really love that show. So I got things to watch. I'll be fine. I've seen Into the Spider Verse. That's the best Spider movie ever made. You know, fight me or not, that's the best one. So he's right here. He's right here. Go talk to him. Sit down. You can do it. Sit down. You're so close, Shirley. Just sit down. You can do it. No, damn it. Stay on the chair. Where are you going? Oh, you idiot. You guys were so close. Just sit on the other. Oh my God, Shirley, you're impossible. Look, if you don't sit in that chair, Yuffie's going to, and you lost your chance, my friend. Anyway, back to No Way Home. I heard it was pretty good. There were some confusing parts with Doctor Strange in it, but I think if you want some good fan service, like not that kind, but the other kind of fan service, you'll probably like it. No, it's nice. Just like, no, I like the black suit for sure. 9 bed for 9 girls. Well, you can fit 2 in 1, I believe. I swear, Sierra, why say Lucia tragic hero? They said he didn't want to die in Zerrequium. And I'm like, but why? No, he did want to die. That was kind of the point. Maybe Aaron was a tragic hero? I don't know. Actually, you know what? 1 second. Let me post. You guys have to post on the Janissary code thing. Let me do that real quick. I'll post it here. So let's see. Okay, here's the column photo you wanted. And let me post that in there. All right, so you go to general. I just added the column photo, and then you wanted the one from the Christmas. I think I have that. Give me a second here. It should be in the New Year's thing. I thought it was. Oh no, it's wrapping up the New Year. I'm an idiot. Where is that? It should be here. Yeah, here it is. I don't know if this is the best version of it. I had like to crop it out. I guess we're going this one. Okay, so check the page. You should have both images now. One you have to crop a little bit, but you still have it. I think he went to Seas World. I don't think there was a heaven in Kogias. There was a hell, I think. That's where everyone goes when that whole like that big thing from Jupiter was setting down. You saw it wasn't Jupiter, but you know what I'm talking about. See all the souls and stuff. It's funny because Colin and Yuffie, now I think about it, they actually didn't like each other. So this is really funny. I think if Suzaku was here, this would have been really awesome because you have Zaku and Yuffie, and then you have Lelouch, Shirley, and Colin. Yeah, Zaku needs to be here. Then this is absolutely perfect. That's what I'm missing. I know. Look, Seaver always makes up stuff. That's what they do. Lelouch, sit in the chair. You can do it. Wow, everyone in this game is stupid. Just sit in the chair. Colin, get over there. Show Lelouch how to sit in a chair because he's not capable. Show him how to do it. Show them how it's done. All right, let's try this. I got an idea. This way, I'll make it foolproof. Okay, move the chair over. I'll put 4 chairs here. Now they all can sit and talk to each other. Move this one. I guess we'll keep that one. I should have more chairs. Flop it. Are you serious? Wow, this game is bad. You can't change the... Oh, it only goes like one direction. That's... Okay, back in you go. Maybe I got a better chair we can use. That's not stupid. High chair? I guess we'll use high chairs. We're all children now. High chairs it is. And one more. Okay, now we're using one of these. Alright, this is kind of stupid, but whatever. The game doesn't let you change the orientation for some reason. Alright, let's see how that looks. So we got Reapers, Vampires. That's pretty cool. Well, that's what Reapers do generally, right? They take people's lives. There was a show called Reaper. It was like an old show back in the day, like a live action show. I forgot who was in it. Guys, join Colin, please. She's all alone. UV, what are you doing? Lelouch, why are you... Oh my god, the collision animation with these characters is so stupid. I don't know. Colin, sit down. Get down from there. Sure, 1 second. Just want to get them all sitting down. Okay, we're almost there, guys. Oh, all right, fine, good enough. Idiots. Okay, so you said Lelouch, Alderin, Colin. Well, actually, we want MCs only, right? So Lelouch, Alderin, and Akito. Al's technically an MC now, so we'll add him to the list. I don't have anyone else, unfortunately. I don't have Renya. I don't have Orpheus. I mean, technically Kyo and Zio are technically MCs, so I guess I'll put Kyo in there. Oh, I know this game is like look. I mean, they're slowly catching up with the rest of the world, but they're not. No, it's bad. I agree. I know it's sad. I don't even know why a club. I'm not sure what Club Penguin even is. Motorcycles, MCs. Akito is really adorable in this chibi form, even though he's like not adorable at all. But it's funny that they chose like that. You could do it, guys. You can do it. You're almost there. Oh my god, so slow. It's like so close. Alderman, get over here. This game is painful sometimes. Guys, you're so close. I don't know. Whatever, this is what happens. Is there a TV here? Why are we all looking at this direction? What's going on over here? Is there something I don't know between these 3 guys? Maybe they're playing something. Okay, they're all in chairs. Okay, can everyone else around the table? You're almost there, guys. Just a couple more steps. No, Kyo, wrong way. You want to go this way. Why did I even waste my time? I would love to give Colin some items to heal her. Or not heal her. What the fuck am I talking about? To level her up, but I got to save it for the other Colin. Because I got to win that that contest. So it's like I kind of want to do it, but I kind of can't. You know, I like to, but I can't. Let me. I gotta sell some stuff. Wait, it should be the newest. What? No, I had it ordered by newest or something. No, not that. Was this it? There's one you can do for all the newest ones. No, that's not it. I can't read Japanese, but I remember there was one where it's like you just see all the latest ones you got. No. No, which one is it? Where are you? Where are you? This is so stupid. I had it. Why did it change it? I didn't even. What the fudge? It must have reset it because I changed from one to the other. I think I've tried every single one at this point. Which I don't think this was it. Whatever. Fudge it. We're going with it. Freaking Bartley. Get off my game. I don't think this was it because I see. Yeah, this was not it. There's one that gives you all the new ones, so you don't have to like do what I'm doing now, which is trying to find them. That's not it either. It's not this one, right? No. All right, I don't know. F me, I guess. I'll figure it out later. I think the new game is going to be like that. The Code Geass Lost Stories. I think you're going to be able to do that, which is kind of cool. Oh, I'm excited about it. But what I'm also excited the fact that I can have a team now. I can show you this at least in theory. That's so cool. But I can have a team now with Colin and what's it called? And Ino, because they're very similar characters. So I'm happy that they can finally team up together. Although, why the hell is she a rook? She's supposed to be a queen. Colin's Q1, guys. Q1. You screwed it up twice. Bishop and rook. No, she's Q. The queen. Come on, guys. Why? 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 Shadowverse? That sounds like some kind of mobile game. Danny and Jeremiah. What the hell is Shadowverse? Now I gotta look it up now. Shadowverse? Yeah, I thought it was a mobile game. I freaking knew it. I wonder if having Novate, what did Akito, Layla, and other dudes have thought about Zero? It's funny, we don't learn much of what they thought about him. I guess they didn't think anything. Who the hell knows? It's a good question. I don't know what the I don't know. Yeah, see, for the event coming, I have to use. Oh, actually, since we're here, I might as well let me swap this out for this one. Where is it? Yeah, for the New Year's Eve event, I have like a whole team of people who can obviously give me some stuff. Unfortunately, Futaba sucks, so I screwed up. But anyway, that's my team for that, which is kind of cool. Yeah, Ino is too weak right now. When she's stronger, she'll join the team. I hope, because we do need her help. We're lagging significantly behind. Okay, so you said Shadowverse. Oh, wait a minute. I know what that is. Shadowverse. I think I remember reading that somewhere. Code Geass. Don't hit the caps lock. Yeah, there was a tie-in event. This, right? I remember seeing this like when it came out. I never like thought much of it. Yeah, I remember this. Like I didn't play it or anything, but I remember this whole. Is it a card game or something? Oh. Oh, God, you picked Cornelia's worst outfit. Wow. Now I'm scared for Janissary Code. Look at Colin's outfit. She looks so stupid. The way they designed it. Why did Colin? Why do you fight? The plot doesn't even care. So why would I? Best Code Geass girl. Let's see something. Code Geass Shadowverse. Is like a whole gameplay of this? Just as like curiosity, not that I really care. There's trailers, is in gameplay. Suzaku, sure. Wow. They had also Jeremiah, Charles, Shinkei. Wow, there were a lot of characters in this. Anyways, let's see. Oh, it's a card game. All right. Well, I'm not playing it, but thanks for the. Yeah, that's true. It was about them. That's very true. The Christmas event was about the Glinda Knights, and this one's about the W0 unit. So at least they're doing that much. That's true. The Toto was talking to Orifice and Alderaan, and this one it's Colin Iano and Colin Iano and Futaba. Which, by the way, I'll say one thing about that. I think that because if Colin did meet Iano, I think it'd be like an older sister relationship between the two of them because Colin is probably, assuming we're talking about Resurrection, Colin's like 20 years old and Futaba is 18. So it'd be nice. I think the two of them would have been good friends if the story like actually had them meet each other. Let's say in Resurrection or Zeta Recapture. I think it'd be a really fun, a fun interaction between the two of them. That's what I'm hoping for in Zero Recapture. Like even like a small scene of them actually interacting. Definitely want more Akito. That goes without saying, but still, it'd be kind of cool. We'll see though. Yeah, it's nice. But the other thing too about your point though, there is nice. Uh, there. Yeah. Oh, peace out, dude. I'm about to end too. I just want to one last point here. It's nice that these events are having characters interact in some meaningful way. I just wish it wasn't filler stuff. Wish it was actually story related. That's my only complaint about it. Anyways, so a 2 hour planned stream went 3 hours long because, as you guys know, I suck at this sort of thing. I will say for next week, I'm going to try to keep it 2 hours. I kind of went too long with reading you guys' comments early on. But yeah, so wanted to hear Happy New Year's, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming here and spending like this Sunday night with me. I know that we got the. I think I'm off. I'm off tomorrow. I hope you guys are too for New Year's. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Take care, guys. Have a good weekend. This is the weekend. Have a good week. Okay.